aren't we? Sure, it'll be fine. For now, though.
Just making sure that on the other end, that they're all good. Turn off Fat Kid 1. Can't turn them up anymore.
That's always a good choice. Nonsense. You can of course turn me up off. You can also just like shove my face into my desktop microphone, I guess. That works. Hang on, I'll turn myself up my end. If I can even do that. This is gonna be a mistake, just saying.
They don't like all these cables. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Good luck.
Here we go. Alrighty, for those who are unaware of Mega Man Star Force, it is the, we'll call it, sequel to Mega Man Battle Network, which was on the GBA.
Kind of more of a spiritual successor, but
it does take place in the same world, so there are some references. This is 200 years after Battle Network, correct, Fat Kid?
yeah, 200 years.
Yep, and we actually downgraded. We went from internet to radio waves.
Sort of. They're like different waves. Weird stuff.
Here we have our brand new protagonist, Geostellar.
Yep. Or his Japanese name is Subaru Hoshikawa.
I much rather prefer that. This is one of our classmates, Luna Plast, explaining how to get brothers and our secret code and all that stuff. The stuff you would share very privately.
Yes, this is not Lange Disoda. There's no evidence of that.
Oh wait, no, I forgot. Nah, not yet. This run is gonna be a little different because I'm not just running the game. I'm not doing it alone. I'm having help this time.
Yeah, this is not a traditional any percent run. This run makes use of a lot of Japanese-only features where you can buy cards essentially and swipe them, and on top of that, also using 3 brothers from the start of the game to become really broken, and then just kind of plow through it, which is fast.
Like right now, I am giving myself bonuses from a Japanese exclusive toy, so you're gonna see my health skyrocket. I actually have 3 normal DSs set on the side, so you can't see them right now, but they're set up to help me get friends. Although the weird thing is, the only way to get friends locally is to kick their butts. So
yep. So he's about to kind of beat up some people. Don't worry about this. Yeah, this isn't Navi. You don't become a Navi. This is like transforming into them, pulsing in.
Yeah, it's we're not jacking in, we're pulsing in, because it's the future!
Yeah. Due to the whole online services not actually being around anymore, other than, you know, the fan server kind of things, you have to connect locally and have, like, 3DSs, and then, well, beat people up until you become their friend.
I still have an issue with how this game...
Geo isn't the first wave changer guy. I think Pat and Solo were before them.
See, I got all
This
these
is Capcom. Nintendo didn't develop this.
Just to let you know, it's a lot of fun operating 4 DSs in one run.
Yeah.
It's almost as fun as a barrel full of monkeys.
The start of this game will be a lot easier looking in this run than it would like in an actual normal start. Just because you can do this and kind of break it, which is pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Star Force series is really, really good, by the way. I highly recommend it, especially Star Force 3.
Oh yeah, the game's improved as time went on. Ooh, oh wow, Fake Bagel completed 100%. All of them. Good job. I thought I said no for a second, I got concerned. Okay. For the record, even if I had more DSs, you can only have 3 brothers.
Yeah, from at the start of the game you can only have 3 brothers because you need the 3 empty slots for the NPC brothers, like in game 1. Yeah, 3 is really good. 3 is far more polished than the other 2, and is a really, really good end to the series. Probably my favorite, yeah, it's definitely my favorite DS game, and the Star Force series in general just has an amazing soundtrack. So even if you don't like them, you can at least just listen to all the music.
Also, what I'm doing now, I'm using a local feature that nobody ever used, which is it's a little disappointing. It's called On Air.
Yeah, the game doesn't really tell you about it that much.
Yeah, it's...
At least it doesn't make it clear.
Unfortunately, it was not in any later games, but people who play the later games might be familiar with the fact that if playing online gets you battle stars, I think they're called, for your folder.
This isn't English because the Japanese version has exclusive extras that you can use, which this category takes advantage of. The normal speedrun.com category doesn't use the Japanese extras, so this is a separate category to that. The Japanese versions of these games are also slightly faster text-wise. I don't know which ones have had proper testing on, but Star Force 3 is definitely saves about a minute or so through text boxes.
That's a lot of time to just text.
Yeah.
Like
Duplex the train. I wish. Unfortunately, we cannot suplex the train like FFC. Yeah, I agree with that. I like Battle.net 2 and 3. I like 6, but not so much casually.
I like 5 and 6. I still have a love for 4. Despite...
5 casually made me so bored. I fell asleep playing. But once you get past all of the backtracking, the actual gameplay parts are fun.
I really love the Liberation missions in 5. Like, I actually run Bannerwork 5DS using slot 2 bonuses. Like, I'm a big fan of using the exclusive stuff that no one uses, because it's basically pay to win. And I
yeah, Geo's like this entire game has really depressing themes, and Geo's just like lonely and depressed most of the time.
Oh
which
yeah,
I like.
Wow, he likes seeing Geo suffer.
No, I mean, I can relate to Geo a lot more than Lan. Somehow I find depressed people more easy to relate to than somebody jumping out the 6-story window.
Yeah, from a
or
hospital.
skating on rocks.
Yeah, so I too also have alien wolves from space coming to me. That's very relatable.
Of course. I have aliens visit me every night, I'll have you know. Government just keeps shutting me down.
Uh-oh. Don't say it on Twitch. They'll shut me down next.
Doesn't matter what I say. they'll doctor my audio. They'll replace everything I say.
Ah, jeez. The government's always behind it.
Edibots, that's something I haven't heard in a while, at least outside of meme gifs.
Oh yeah, well, when I get to a battle, I'll explain. Like, I'm actually using a physical object connected to my DS. It's connected into the microphone.
Yeah, that's the like Japanese only device. You get like real life cards and you scan cards through this peripheral. And as Eraser is probably about to mention the how he's getting audio through it.
Oh yeah, I actually had a friend of mine in he's in our N1GP server. He actually made me a custom cable just for this.
Yeah, usually if you use the attachment, you can't actually get audio out of the headphone jack, which means streaming this with audio and doing that is a pain. But thankfully he Tofu has a way to get around that.
Yeah, like he used like a DS headphone thingy. Yeah, overall it's awesome. I'm very thankful that I have it. It's the only way to get audio while using this dumb thing.
Yeah. So, more things about Brain Broken since the start of the game. As you can see, his HP is currently 760. It's supposed to be 100, but don't worry about that.
Alright, right now
Capcom loves pay to win, alright?
I'm going to scan a card right now. One of my cards on the bottom is going to change.
Yeah, it is legally required to also shout "I'm a big boy" while scanning it, just to make you feel extra special.
Okay.
So yeah, he just one-shots the jammer there. That is due to the scan card.
For the record, the cards actually have effects. Like, for standard cards, they actually increase their effectiveness. Like, the air spread that I just used, it's times 5 attack. So it turned it from 30 per hit to 150 per hit. For the record,
Yeah.
normally
Use
air
it
spread
very
does
nice.
10. Oh, it's low?
Oh no, music's fine.
Okay.
I was just saying it's in response to chat. Music is very good. It only gets better as the games go on. Star
Heck.
Force 2 probably has the best.
Darn.
Although I'm partial to Star Force 3
I like...
for no other reason than versus Crimson Dragon.
Oh yeah, that's a good theme. Like, so Star Force 3 really did... Like, I do miss all the sprite games that Capcom made. Like, if you really look at the sprites, they're really good.
Oh yeah, sprites are just everything Capcom makes sprite-wise is good. This is no exception.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah, Airspread 1 now does 450. So if I get more than one, boom. Dead. Oh yeah, for the record, I'm actually streaming this directly from my DS. I got it modded, because some things you really cannot do on emulator at all.
There are... The way this game is, if anyone's curious, on the leaderboards, they were somewhat recently separated between emulator and console, just because emulator saves 3 seconds every time you get an encounter, which kind of adds up.
Oh yeah, it does.
We had a long discussion about it, because obviously originally we just wanted to keep them simple and together, but we eventually said screw it. So, if you want to run this on emulator, that's fine. There's no problem with that. You can just submit to the emulator leaderboard, and then console leaderboard is...
Oh yeah, block
section
760.
up there.
760 HP. Oh yeah.
By modded, he means hacked. Exactly. It's another
No.
thing they'll be doctored. The government.
Don't say hacked. They're watching. Like they're
Sorry, I'm allowed to say all this. I'm British. It's not even the same one.
Yes, this is real hardware. Direct capture.
slightly advertising for Loopy here, but the DS capture cards are really cheap for what they are, and a great deal if you install it yourself, which is really easy.
Oh yeah.
They're only like $70, I think, and you get a magnetic tri-wing screwdriver with it, and all of the materials to install it yourself. Pretty great. Even
Yeah.
I could do it, and I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it's really easy to install.
The only problem with it is you need to cut out like a hole
Oh yeah.
for the USB slot. I thankfully have a Dremel, but I don't really know how to use it, so that was... It's not the cleanest cut.
I had Tofu, the same guy who made this audio cable, do it for me.
The Star Force games are easier to 100%. Star Force 1 is. Star Force 2 is more difficult in a different way, just because Star Force 2's post-game is insanely challenging. Especially when you get to the Rogue SX fight. Unless you use wave commands, but that depends on the version.
For those not aware, there's actually a peripheral like this for the GBA games after from 4 on.
Yeah, it's a similar peripheral for the Val Noah games called the Battleship Gate.
Yeah, this is Mega Man. I'm controlling him. He's a Mega Man.
This game is Mega Man Star Force 1 on DS. Yeah, we're currently inside of a truck that just crashed into... Well, we caused it to crash into a car that was out of control with some people inside. They'll be fine. We're the heroes, don't worry.
Yeah, don't question Mega Man. Do not question the man of Mega. Alien.
Yo does a lot of questionable things throughout this game, but
No, the actual Mega Man. No, like the the one controlling the blue suit. That is Mega Man. No, I think I'm my stylus. The only stylus I have is a 3DS one, so. But
So-
even that, yeah.
I guess this is worth mentioning. There's some annoying touchscreen minigames in this game. Most of them aren't too bad to get through, but yeah,
Much
they
easier on
do
hard.
make use of the touchscreens during these minigames. This one's fine.
Oh, actually, Hyper. It's been confirmed that his actual name is Mega Man Star Force, which is, I don't know. I thought it was Star Force Mega Man.
In Japanese, it's like official names like Shooting Star Rockman. Which
Ah,
I mean, that would make too much sense because that sounds better.
Gemini Spark minigame. Oh yeah, that'll be fun later, right?
Gemini Spark is the junkyard one, right?
Yeah, the one where you have to
I
check.
don't mind that one.
That
Everyone
was
says they
annoying.
hate
That was annoying.
It's fine, you just hold the touchscreen and run around, follow the beat.
But I don't want to walk around in garbage. It's gross.
I feel at home there, alright? Anyway,
Who are you,
so does
Pat?
Pat. Poor Pat.
Oh yeah, like
We'll get to Pat. He has both the most depressing and most hilarious backstory ever.
Yeah. Wow, hilarious and depressing. Wow, awesome.
Well, it's hilarious how far they went with it.
Oh yeah, when you mean like that, yeah, like.
I have really unpopular opinions when it comes to dungeons, though. For those that are familiar with the series, I really like gargoyle comps from BN5. Those are
Oh
my favourite.
yeah, that's fun. The only place I'm
Like,
not a fan of. I'm not a
I
fan
like
of.
Go on.
Which one?
I said go on. Wait, you can finish your thought.
Sorry. I'm a fan of Gargoyle, and despite that I don't like I hate going to ShipCon, but I'm a big fan of the music.
I don't like Stiff Comp too much, even music-wise. Yeah, another unpopular opinion for some reason is I like the BN6 Soul Weapons puzzle. I understand why people don't like that. That was great. Gargoyle Comp's horrible. I liked it. Everyone says.
What? Getting those ninjas to their places was fun.
I mean, I can kind of see the problem with Gargoyle Comp is that it can be a bit confusing when you keep getting encounters while trying to do the puzzles.
But if you have auto run by that time,
Joker, I really hope that's. I assume that's a reference. I have seen a forum post like that.
I'm reading the chat and it's distracting me from the bowl. Hold on.
All you need to do is just spin your arm around.
Okay, again.
BN5's Liberation missions were like the redeeming quality of that game.
I really love the Liberation missions, yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Even
don't
if you
like...
don't like them, it's better than backtracking, which is the only other thing that game freaking has. Sorry, PG probably. I'll keep my fricks and hex. Those will be other words.
The only thing I didn't like is that your friend hobbies were garbage. Like, by late game.
Are you serious? Tomahawk Man? Napalm Man? Tomahawk Man was better than Mega Man. Mega Man's actually the worst throughout it all.
Phew. They all got one-shotted by the time you got to Nebula area of like 5.
I mean, they're the only ones that do damage. I'd rather get one shot. It's fine. Just don't get hit.
Don't get hit.
Don't get hit.
Fat Kid's famous advice. Don't get hit.
Don't get hit. Don't save in factory comps. Don't do it. I may have lost hours to that. Don't worry about it. Just don't do it.
Okay. I'm changing my phone a little bit because the cards I scan are like standard chips standard cards require the card itself to be on my hand, but for higher level cards like Megas and Gigas, I gotta have the element of the card. Like you'll see if I manage to draw a fire element, and I'll surprise you with the power of pay to win.
He says with 780 HP as if he's not already doing so.
There we
Not
go.
only did you have to pay cards to win, you also had to pay for DSs.
I'm a big boy now.
So yeah, I'm a big boy. So, yeah, the cards are pretty powerful. What's happening plot-wise is after you stop the card forcibly with the people in it, the one that's out of control, you are saving them from the cyber core, which they got dragged into because Bud was
Zero
taken
seconds.
over. Bud was taken over by an Femian. Femians. The theme of this game is like negative emotions, kind of. Thing.
Oh yeah.
So the Femians can take over people if they have a very strong emotion. So Bud's was, I don't know, feeling worthless or something.
Oh yeah.
It's boring.
And right now for the one feature that was never used again, and was used sparingly in this game.
Oh yeah, the help. This is one of my favorite things. Yeah, that boss will be quite a bit more than just one shot if you're playing normally, just because you won't have this Japanese peripheral. But yeah, the help signal is one of my favorite mechanics because they put it into the game, then they forgot about it until the end of the game. So this boy has initiated a emergency help signal because he lost his football or soccer ball in a tree. He doesn't get chastised for this, but how you be having loads of kids have access to a help emergency signal? They should probably be educated on not abusing it for when they lose their soccer ball. Either way, we're helping the kid anyway.
Yes, because we are nice people, despite...
Yeah, so to help the kid, we have to go get an RC helicopter, and to get the RC helicopter, this guy wants soda. So you go to the soda machine, but the soda machine isn't working, so it has a virus in it. So you have to beat the virus, then get the soda, bring the soda to the guy with the RC copter, then bring the copter to the kid and use it for his ball.
Easy, right?
Yeah. Thankfully, everything I explained only takes like a minute in game, but typical RPG stuff.
How do you put help in the game? 911. I lost my
Capcom.
homework. Could you imagine that? I lost my homework. Help.
I mean, there's recordings of like kids calling the police to help them with their math homework.
Ah, jeez.
Alright, the policeman was very nice about it.
Hey,
Don't do that, kids, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that if you're in England, because it won't actually do anything, but don't do that.
Remember, in speedrunning, the point is to get through the game. I'll use any means necessary.
That sounds like you're just making excuses, you're Asian.
Nah, I paid for this stuff. I want to use it.
Is this glitchless? Is this no out of bounds? Is this glitchless?
It is glitchless. I'm not going out of bounds, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I don't go out of bounds.
There's no useful glitches that we can abuse in the run for any of the Star Force games, really. There's a couple that you can abuse in BN, especially Valneric 5, the Japanese version. You can wrong walk in that, but Star Force is pretty solid in that regard.
Is that kid? Yes, Joker. This is Peter.
That kid Lance Descendant. Maybe. I've never heard this theory. I like this theory. This is pay to win, but it's okay because we're going fast.
Remember, we're doing whatever it takes.
Should have been running this when the game was first released, because we would have been selling so many of Capcom's peripherals. Just marketing to them at this point. And one Taz skips the final boss. That's not just the Taz thing, the normal RTA run skips the final boss.
Yeah, it's actually
Pretty
possible.
easy to do. Yeah, you just pause on the right frame.
In fact, we're here on a school trip, right?
No. Gio doesn't go to school, remember?
Oh yeah, not yet.
So yeah, Gio doesn't go to school because he's been suffering from like severe depression and loneliness for the last 3 years since his father's been gone. So what's going on here is Boreal tries to get Gio.
Wow.
Sorry, tries to get Gio to go out more and invites him to the Anakin Museum because Gio is very into space due to that's how his father went missing.
Okay, so it was only by chance that his class had to be there. Well, school
No.
had to be there.
What happens is Luna overhears it and then basically forcibly goes with them.
Ah, right. See, this is what happens when you speedrun a game that you haven't played in full in years. You forget those little details.
I played PTS. Yeah, I played through this game casually and read the dialogue a bunch, so most things I still remember.
Depression makes all the aliens.
I mean, yeah, that's how the aliens get control.
Navigator and Battleship toy. Yeah, I actually have all of them for Battle. It's basically oh come on, an alien power plant. That makes me sad.
And I have one of them, and that's enough for me.
All we're missing is to get Fat Kid the official console for his official game that he runs.
Oh god. I wish you could stream from Wonderswan so much. I'm still holding out for that French guy that's making a capture card. Or at least has been making progress.
I was gonna say, like, I remember you saying somebody was doing it.
Yeah, Tofu knows about them, I believe. There was somebody... I'm sorry, I know this is a bit off topic for the game, but nothing much is going on right now. So the Bandai Wonderswan is like a console, Japanese-only console, and there was this guy in France who was making progress on a capture card for it, because there currently exists none to stream the console. It's unfortunate, because that basically means to get footage with any, without requiring harnessing the entire power of the sun and shining it straight at the screen, playing on emulator, or else nobody else would have any idea what's going on.
Oh yeah, but we gotta explain this part. During the help mission, I was talking to that very depressed looking guy with the wings. He wouldn't help. He got very, very paranoid over his invention of flying.
Yes. This guy's like, I guess, emotional burden is he's been betrayed constantly, and so he's very, very paranoid of people and untrusting. And because of that, he got taken over by an Ephemian because he didn't want people to steal his invention. He had pretty good reason to believe why somebody else was taking credit for it. It happened before, and he heard a conversation out of context that sounded like it. So.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, we explained it. Well, I was explaining it during setup when we were doing audio testing, but my mic was muted, so it didn't exactly matter. Yeah, the versions in this game make very, very little difference, time-wise, but theoretically Leo is the fastest due to the fastest. I'll explain when it comes up, but it's called Satellite Admin Fight, and the Leo form powers up fire cards, which is pretty good. Hub looks grumpy. Yeah, this isn't Hub, this is a Geo. He's a grumpy boy.
Grumpy boy. Is that how we call it?
Yeah. It's better than what Marco called him. Marco just puts Butt King every time he gets to put a name in, so he was known as Butt King for his
Butt King.
legendary 5-minute playthrough until he died to a Matena.
What a legend.
What a legend.
Oh yeah, right now, the guy, as we mentioned earlier, because he was very depressed, an alien found him, so now he's making everyone dance.
Yeah, he's making people dance until they run out of oxygen and die, so we need to stop him from this.
Oh jeez, that's the reason? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make them run out of oxygen faster.
Right here's my favorite area, like, dungeon-wise for music. I really love this place.
His dad went to space and he's been missing because his shuttle was, like, taken over by aliens. I really like this area, but I also hate the duck minigame because it's impossible to hit things with rockets.
Yeah, like, all those shooting stars falling are because of these... They're supposed to be swans, but they don't look like swans. And you basically have to use the touchscreen in a, like, really awkward way that doesn't...
Yeah, so the way this works is you can only really get an idea if you try it yourself, but you have to lightly swipe up. If you swipe up fast, like you'd think you would, if you need to hit something, it doesn't work. You have to slowly drag it up to fire the rocket, and then time that very slow drag correctly to hit the duck that's going back and forth on the top screen.
That should not hit me.
Really difficult.
Oh jeez, I got hit 3 times. I practice this. I practice this a lot.
That wouldn't be how I would handle that situation. Actually, I put it that way.
I know.
Yeah, this stage theme, all the stage themes are pretty sour, please, other than off Yuka's. Yuka's sucks.
Oh yeah. I really gotta work on that. I still got hit 3 times.
Is it a reset time?
No!
No, we're good.
Ooh. Nice chip. Hey, a fun fact? Yeah. I don't use anything like sneak run in this game because it actually doesn't work like you think.
Okay, sneak runs are really good in the BN games, and they're even better in Star Force 2 and 3. Sneak runs are kind of like repelled from Pokemon, but they're better in 3 in that you don't have to be over a HP threshold to use it. You can just use it and it will lower encounter rates, and if you're high enough HP, it gets rid of encounters entirely. In this game, the sneak runs last about 10 steps, and only cut the encounter rate by a third? Don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, that was a really
So, they're just really bad. Like, the time it takes to menu is almost the same, like menu to choose it is almost the same time it takes for it to run out. Yeah, all Battle Network and Star Force music is fantastic. Star Force has this entire series, some of my favourite themes.
Well, there are no spoilers. I'm not telling you what the... Well, we are explaining the story, but you're not really looking at the story. You're just watching me break through it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not explaining every subtlety, but I'm pretty sure they were just trolling the chat.
Darn it, I missed. Oh man, I haven't gotten a single water chip. Card.
Oh, I've got an idea of what I can do for the slow parts. Not sure if I did this last time you ran this. I have a notepad of my favourite Star Force NPC lines.
Really?
Because people in this game say the darndest thing.
Can you slow down and translate everything? Nah, this is speedrun. And translating it is not part of the job description. Yay.
I will mention, this area is quite a difficulty spike early in the game. Because you'll still only have like 100 or 120 HP, and those birds like two-shot you. So, that can be a bit dangerous.
But me with my 800 HP, I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, I found my funny Star Force lines TXT, so I'll save those.
Ah, whoops. I didn't pick anything. The amusement... Wait, what? The amusement park comps? He's a fan of RoboCop.
He said he or she said they remember it. They didn't say they liked it.
Hey, if they remember it, they love
said
it.
they hated it.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say. Just explain the story and the end. Hey, there's more to the story than that.
I mean, hey, usually works. No, I'm confident in I'm getting all the story details right, unless I'm being memey.
Nah.
If I'm being memey, I'll probably end in, I think.
Thankfully, I'm pretty good at
Reiterate.
killing them.
Reiterate what's currently going on is you jack into the cyber core in here that controls the oxygen. The swan dude that's making everyone dances in here, he's called Cygnus Wing.
Yes.
So we're trying to go there and stop him before everyone runs out of oxygen.
Yeah, like, oxygen's kind of important. You know, we do not want people to die of it.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't explain what this place actually is. This is in the museum, and this is like a makeshift. I don't know what's the word for it. I guess it's like
It's supposed to simulate space.
yeah, it's like a space simulation. So they can like lower the gravity and oxygen, and then you go into this like little enclosed area where you need to wear a spacesuit.
Yeah, like, Gio's impressed.
Tour, so.
Gio's very impressed.
Yeah,
Space.
Gio like loves space. It's basically the only thing he likes.
But you know, Omega says is like whatever, because he's from space, so this isn't very
Yeah,
impressive.
this like exhibit is like is part of the tour in the Anakin Museum.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh man, I'm disappointed. I haven't gotten a single water chip.
They didn't go with Jackin in this game. In this game, it's pulsing.
And the Star Force 3 is
Jacking in is a
Strandcode.
Battle Network thing. Yeah, Star Force 3 is transcode because that's a little different due to the mechanics of that game and the story differences.
Oh wait, I forgot. I can put in Ice Stage as an Aqua chip. Oops. There we go. Alright, thankfully I'm not getting Star Forced as much. Hard. Becky, that was extremely funny. I didn't hear you laugh.
Ha!
Thank you.
No problem.
It was.
Oh yeah. Star Force, the encounter rate in this game sucks. It's insanely high. That's kind of unfortunate. In Star Force 2, it's even higher. And then in Star Force 3, they realized how to make how to calm down. They calm down on the encounter rate.
Oh yeah, Star Force 2 is legendarily
Star
annoying.
Force 2, the only game I can think of that matches Star Force 2's encounter rate is like no one played this anyway, but like Persona 1 and Persona 1, the Digital Devil Saga 1. This is the only two I can think of.
It was that bad?
I mean, those games have incredibly high encounter rates. That Digital Devil Saga is really good. Everyone should play it. Persona 1 is, Persona 1's unique.
Gotcha.
That's all I will say about Persona 1. Skip to 2.
If you were here earlier, Persona 3 was played. Is that not correct?
Persona 4.
Oh, it's 4? I was close.
Yeah, Persona 4 Garden was just before this. Actually, Persona 1 isn't all forgettable. There is a character called Brown because he always poops his pants, so it has its upsides. I never said Digital Devil Saga 1 is bad. I said the encounter rate is very, very high, though. Yeah, no, Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 are really, really good. They're some of the best PS2 RPGs.
Give me Aqua! If I don't have Aquas, I can't use the other broken chip. Darn it. You see, right there should have been a rocket launch. Oh man. I still don't understand that. I've been playing it forever and I still don't get this.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you meant that or not.
Darn it.
Yeah. Digital Devil Saga is really high. Nice. Crazy.
I'm mad that the explosion can still hit me.
Yeah, it has a lingering hitbox. Snipe.
Yo, I'm getting all birds today. All birds.
I'm also aware that I'm probably constantly repeating the phrase, oh yeah and but yeah. Nobody make fun of me, please, thank you. Doing my best.
Yeah, he
in the end,
great
isn't that what matters?
Yes, I agree. I have 4 DSs on at once.
For the last couple of minutes, I thought this was a race between left and right, and was wondering why the timers slash menus and stuff. Yeah, no, this is a DS game. The left side is the top screen, the right side is the bottom screen.
Yeah,
Thank
unfortunately...
you for sharing that, though. That made me happy.
Unfortunately, this game does alternate between left and right, which is a little annoying. Like, it took until Star Force 3 for them to fix it. No!
Yeah.
I'm a big boy now.
I'm glad you're taking my advice.
Well, it's good advice.
Yeah, it works. So yeah, once again we use the Japanese cheat box and
cheat box.
this fight is over.
Nah.
Sorry, the Japanese wave command. Did you just miss?
Yeah, I'm not very good at using that one.
Eurasia.
Quiet. It's not easy to aim. All right, hold on. I got it. I'm a bigger boy now.
There we go. If you're asking what the final time for Persona 4 Golden was,
there you go. Do I miss?
I've already.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty much. Do I miss?
The Golden Run went well, though.
No, don't clip it! No.
Please clip it.
No,
Clip
don't,
it,
please.
I would clip it, but it would never let me commentate again.
No. If you clip it, I'm gonna scan so many cards against you.
That's not my problem.
Yo, no mercy, man. Okay, so basically.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't really explain our background. I guess that might be somewhat interesting, but not at all. I play Star Force. I usually run BN and do Persona and stuff. So I know this game very well. Eurasia runs BN and Star Force. You only started somewhat recently, right?
Yeah, I started last year. Like, I was impressed by how cool Team BN is, which is you know, the guys who, like, their group well known for running Star Force and Battle.
He basically just thinks I'm cool, that's what he's trying to say. Most people do, so.
And yes, Minus Science, that was a Giga, courtesy of my cheater box.
Yeah, his Japanese cheat box.
Alright, I guess that's the official name of this thing.
Yeah, Capcom marketed it as that's actually the marketing if you translate it correct.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, you can post. I assume links are fine. Never mind. Maybe let a mod answer that.
Okay, right.
You have my permission if it's fine with the mod.
Ah, and they called it Mist. I'm not good at using that Giga. Okay, right now, there's a cop here who's searching for. He's found signs of something weird in town, like weird radio waves. So he's looking for Mega right now. They're not cheats.
Yeah, no. So to explain it for people that joined, it is a Japanese peripheral called the Wave Scanner, where you buy cards and then you scan those cards into the Wave Scanner, which plugs into the like headphone jack of the DS. And then those cards will appear in your battle when you scan them with increased effect.
Basically right now I wanted to go to check out the cop's secrets, but he has a sort of barrier on him. So I gotta find a way to knock him out.
Okay, so this will take some defending on Geo's part. Now we are the good guys, but
Yeah.
we're about to knock out a police officer by hitting him in the head with a baseball really hard and hoping that there isn't any permanent damage.
Oh yeah, the Caesar. You can't because the wave scanner, it takes up both slots. Even though the audio slot's not used at all, it uses the microphone port. You can't do it at all. So I had to get something custom made. Like, trust me, if there's no way to actually get audio any other way. Like,
yeah, unfortunately.
You'd have to actually you'd have to damage the port in some way, because I think the majority of it is just empty
You have
space.
to know tofu. It's basically what it comes down to.
Yes. No
Based tofu.
Yes. Oh yeah.
The guy in the green coat, that's Bob Copper.
Like, basically what I did, I went into the kids' private personal secrets to tell me where the operating card for that pitching machine is.
Right. The kid wasn't gonna tell us where he put the card for the pitching machine, because it's his pitching machine.
Even though he's not using it.
As the valiant heroes of this game, we looked into his personal information to find where he hid the card.
And also his credit cards, his PayPal.
Yeah, don't worry, we're the hero. So now we have access to somebody else's property, which we're going to use to knock out a police officer so that we can delete all of his personal files.
Oh God, when you take that out of con, I mean, that's not wrong.
That's what's happening in the plot.
Oh my God, that's
This is Geo Stella.
Yes, this is our hero. Oh my God, that sounds so horrible. Who's the real bad guy?
It's mostly Omegasys, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's
Yeah,
just,
it's kind of going along with it, but
I'm a big boy with 450
Hell yeah.
damage.
so I have mentioned Omegasys, so I will read out one of his weirdest lines from Star Force 2. He explains the final boss of Star Force 2 as, "This guy is Diesel." Which is pretty interesting because it's an ancient god with an artifact in the middle being controlled by a woman.
Oh jeez.
So this guy is Diesel.
You wanna know what's weird? For this cutscene, Omegasys actually gets out of the way of the baseball for some reason, even though it can't hit him.
I never thought about that. Is the police officer 2 days away from retirement? No. It unfortunately isn't. Or actually, maybe that's a good thing, because he isn't 2 days away from retirement, he survives this and continues being a character.
Ancient gods can be Diesel, can they?
Touche. I guess their fossils can. That's
Officer
how
down.
science works.
Officer down.
Officer down.
You
Okay,
call it for backup.
So, now that we hit the officer in the head with the baseball, we are now going to delete all of the information he has gathered on Mega Man to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
To do that, we need to break into his personal device.
Yes, and if there happens to be any credit cards, you know, PayPal, money, you know. For sure, Omega Sis isn't against taking it.
Gio's... I'm painting this is pretty bad. Gio is at least reluctant to do a lot of this, but he does it. As you can see, Copper's name is Smiley Face. That is how Japanese works.
So, he'll be fine. Hey.
Favorite will always be a runner called Macro, pronounced in Japanese. He always called the character for Canon Big House, followed by Little House.
Okay, we're all done for today. And
Yeah,
now,
you commit a crime to hide your crimes.
yes. Remember, you fight fire with fire. It's only illegal if you get caught. Man, I am spreading some really good advice, am I?
Don't listen to him, alright? This isn't advice.
Alright,
Merely talking from the context of the game.
basically, so somebody was at the door, but no one was there, and now we get one more help signal.
Yeah, this is just before they forget that it exists. So this help signal is coming from an kid idol pop star called Sonia Strutt, who is hiding from their manager, who is very abusive.
Too late, I robbed the bank. Whoops. Whoops.
Yeah, they're hiding from their very abusive manager. And then Gio finds her and takes her to Anakin Museum to hide with Boreal, because Boreal is like the only
Trustworthy guy.
somewhat trustworthy person Gio knows. I mean, Gio doesn't really trust anyone anyway. But...
Wait, I just realized, if she sent out a help signal, couldn't anyone hear it?
Yeah.
So, couldn't her manager say, help signal, well, let me check this out? Or,
Yes.
or did she assume that just because of how he is, he's not gonna check it?
I would assume that she was doing it because the manager wouldn't have thought she would use a help signal, so he would think it's unrelated and think she's in a different area. That's the only thing I can see.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone could have found her. It's a good thing Gio found her, because he's the only one that doesn't care who she is. Anyone else would have just gone.
Oh my god, Sonia! Oh my god, give me your autograph! Oh my
fanboyed
god!
over.
Yeah, bring it on.
Thankfully, Gio doesn't pay attention to anything, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't pay attention to pop culture. Like, he probably hasn't heard of AC/DC.
Yeah, he's not a big Kanye fan. He's more of a Run DMC guy.
I'm trying to wonder what kind of crazy music. Like, if Sonya's already a big star.
I thought you was going to ask me what kind of music Gio would listen to, and I was immediately going to reply with Linkin Park followed by Slipknot. Oh, it's true. It's either that or he wouldn't listen to any music. Anyway,
So that's fine.
there is like EM wave ball things that are appearing in the Anakin Museum on the Wave Roads, and you have to go destroy them.
Okay, this one's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna be a medium boy because this card is not an attacking chip. Eat it. Okay. That was such a bad hand. I did not get anything good from that. Alright, I'm pulsing out just for the sake of saving time because there's actually one right by the pulsing area.
EM cluster? That's probably the name.
The guy lists them as as wave balls.
Yeah, I remember them being called wave balls. The cluster would make more sense.
No, I missed. Okay. That was horrendous. It's not hacked. It's in the game.
Crazy, you had 3 people you could have hit in a straight line.
Quiet.
Alright.
Yeah.
It would be doing worse, I must admit, but...
why am I doing so horrible? Dash. Okay.
Here is the encounter rate manifesting itself.
Ah, jeez, yeah, I barely stepped anything and I got caught.
None of these games have used a recycle bin as justification for a boss rush. Then, yeah, no, that is unfortunately not.
Why do I have all these recoveries? I don't need it. And they're only 10s.
There are only 10s, he says, with 2 30s.
There you go, watch it.
He never was big with those numbers.
Well, I run 3900 HP and Battle Network 6, so all these HP numbers are tiny.
And I wish. I go for BN6 with 100, yeah, 120. So.
Jeez.
Technically, we both use the HP Navicus things, but regardless, 120. Flip your head over, you're raising this spearship. Yes, I agree with this train of thought. Since every boss is made of EM wave, why don't you use an EMP bomb to deal with them?
Because you'll destroy everything right near it.
Oh, that. But also, they do actually bring that up, I think. Copper has an EM shield, and they don't use an EMP because I think the aliens themselves. I know Gemini has some weird thing with that.
I'm a big boy now.
I'm a big boy.
Yep.
But yeah, not. The other thing is, of course, humans aren't aware of the wave things. Only Bob Copper is the one suspicious of them, and he doesn't know what's going on. He just has protections for himself and is looking for me.
Thanks, guys. Clip every time your Asia misses a Giga Chip. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the faith.
Andromeda is in the sky, yeah, but again, nobody knows about Andromeda other than, like, Geo, Pat. Oriel knows kind of what's going on, but not really.
Ah, jeez. If I were to miss that Giga Chip while they're all in the range, I will shut down my DS and just call it a day. Like, even I can't miss something that obvious. Ah, jeez. Oh, I missed that?
I believe.
Why am I missing these?
So it is worth pointing out, those Aqua enemies jump at the exact same time every time.
Yeah, that sums it up. You know what? I'm not holding back this time. I have to redeem my Gemini. I'm a big boy now. Damn it. I missed that. Hold on.
NA aim. Lamau.
Hold on. The problem is if you missed... There you go. You gotta scan it just right. There you go.
Yeah, scanning can be fiddly.
Right. Come on. Hold on, wait for it. There you go. Oh,
yeah,
wait, no!
He's
too close! Oh, no, I was about to say.
They all line up, please don't tell me.
No, I thought they were too close.
Okay. Yeah, no, Gemini's from the back, so it doesn't work that way. There we go, that's some Widowmaker aim there. We got him.
Okay, so... Yeah, but I'll see everyone clipping that. Thank you, guys.
Give him a chance! Jeez. Someone's salty.
But I'm only getting clipped for my misses, but not for my good jobs.
You've been at this for a year, you know how this works.
That's true.
I don't expect anyone to clip my successes and on this one, I just expect them to clip me failing one frame jumps every time.
Oh yeah, those one frame jumps at 75 frames a second.
Yeah, pretty fun.
That's
My
ridiculous.
favorite is the one that kills you if you miss it.
Like, that's insane, like, timing. Yeah.
I mean, once you play a game enough, you get a feeling for it. Sometimes you just die a lot. But,
Like,
hey.
I really want to try network transmission. Like, I really gotta give that a shot.
Self-plug, I also run network transmission, if anyone's interested in the GameCube platformer network transmission. Follow
Please.
me at twitch.tv.
Yeah, please rate and subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm using the on-air feature, which was only in this game. Basically, if you and your friends who are linked locally have at least one chip of the same that you have, it powers up that chip.
Yeah. So, think of it as... Say, like, the intended use case is if you know, meet up with a friend. You can both, like, play the game together and you have slight buffs. Or quite significant buffs for each other. The problem is that stacks. So you can just have 3 DSs and pretend you're your own friend. And then you get given 700 HP and do a million damage.
The gang's all here. The gang's all here. Yeah, I literally have 3 DSs like 2 foot, like 1 meter away from me. Yes, I'm using meters. Oh, like I'm trying to be like Fat Kid, my hero, using meters instead of feet. Yes, with that. Thank you. See, I feel better. Thank you, Princess. I feel a lot better.
I don't.
Thanks, Fat Kid. No, Bowsette is not in this game. Will not be in this game. And if you mod Bowsette,
back up, damn it.
no, never. If someone mods it, I'm done. So
You can draw a profile picture in Star Force 2. So I guess if you really stretch it.
No, don't give up ideas. If you want to put it that way, yes. I've been playing. Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah. I can't explain what happened.
Let me just casually recheck the PG rules. Make sure. Yeah. Okay. May need to get the chat on a slightly different trainer.
Yes. Basically, after I finished those EM clusters, I had to go to the. I forgot why he decided to check the roof. Was he called there, or they just happened to check the roof?
Oh, the Anakin place.
Yeah.
You give your medallion to Boreal, and then Boreal says, well, it starts shining, and you take it to the roof to get like a kind of like a better signal, but it's not a signal. It's calling the Essenian or Aenian guys down, but they don't know that at that point, so they just bring it out because it was shining.
Ah. Okay, so yeah, basically went to the roof. With all that done, we go home, and we come back, and Sonya knocks out our friends because surprise, she also has an FMN because she's also alone pretty much, right?
Yeah, her parents and grandparents are dead, and her manager is abusing her.
Oh man, there's so much death in this game. When you really think about it.
The reason she starts say she used to use her songs as she used to sing her songs to her grandmother when she was in hospital or ill.
More
And now
touchscreen
they're
fun.
And now those songs are being used for commercial purposes by her like 3D manager. So understandable she's not very happy about it.
Fun fact, I'm not a fan of this minigame because this is the only minigame you can use the buttons for. But yeah, like You can use the buttons in the directions, but it's slower. It's pointless.
Yeah, it's really dumb. It's the only one where you can use the face buttons, he said, but you shoot at half the speed, so there's no reason to use it. So you need to use the touchscreen anyway.
Stop it right there, kid. This is too much.
I'm explaining the plot, Joker. This is literally what happened. All I'm saying.
Pew 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 pew. Yes, that.
Also, I've been playing too much Binding of Isaac, and I keep reading that one Japanese character as Brimstone. That's a very, obtuse reference, but hey, gotta make commentary somehow. On a related note, I'm currently eating chips.
Wait, chips or
pretty
crisps?
Fries chips.
Okay, gotta make sure because things are different over there in Australia.
Yeah. Don't listen to him, I'm not Australian, alright? Don't. Just in case anyone's confused. I am from Britain land.
Britain land.
We're the ones who weren't shoved over there in prison.
I gotta shoot. What hurts if any of these notes hit you? It's game over and you gotta start over.
Another person thought for a while this is a race. Yeah, don't worry, Nacho, you're not the only one. Yeah, this is a DS game. The left side is the top screen, the right side is the bottom screen. We need both on screen because the in-game battles take place on the top screen, but the overworld gameplay takes place.
Yeah, it's dumb. Like they finally learned their lesson by Star Force 3. So like I hate games that alternate between Fat Kid is the most unwritten Brit. What?
I don't know entirely what that means, but I will take that as a compliment.
Okay, so basically she got away. You know, like everyone does in front of Mega Man. Especially Bubble Man. You know the one line I remember from Battle Network 3 that for some reason stuck with me is when those guys were running. Is they had to basically say, "Oh, well, where do you want to run to? AC/DC? Sounds spiffy." I don't know why that one line just cracked me up. Like I didn't expect to hear.
Spiffy.
Yeah, like
I can see why actually. That is a really weird line.
Yeah, like sounds spiffy. Like what? I don't know. The way he said that was hilarious. Blub blub. No, like Star Force is Star Force is really fun. Well, actually, they're all fun. Like, if you have not played any of the Battle Network or Star Force, and you're a fan of action, I guess, action turn-based card system, try them out. Like,
yeah, BN is a lot more strategy-based. It's got a lot more deck-building elements.
Star Force
I'd say Star Force is more action-based.
Yeah, like they.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we would recommend it to run the damn game, but that went under those games went under like a lot of people's radar, so I highly recommend you check it out.
Yeah, if you do
They're
not
very good. Obviously, they're not going to be like traditional Mega Man games, but they're very good strategy RPG.
Remember, they're famous enough to be put into Mega Man's Final Smash and Smash Ultimate. So they're all the Mega Men are important. Play every Mega Man game. Support the official release.
Just play every single one. Even Mega Man on Game Gear.
Not, I guess if you're a masochist.
I was gonna say Extreme 2, but Extreme is like really good games. It's just dashing in that game is the worst thing.
Yeah, I don't like double tapping like that.
Don't worry, they thought of it. You can also assign dash to select.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Which
Okay.
is not great still, unless you have like a hori pad.
Okay, so now we reached her, and I'm gonna be the biggest boy on the roof. No! Hold on. I got it.
The minigame isn't great, but it's probably the least bad minigame of them.
Here we go.
Yeah, we are once again using the Japanese peripheral swipe, and that was Sonya's button.
Also
Just dropped a chip.
Also for the record, I've actually run 4.5, and I currently have the record with the gate. Twilight still can't beat it. Yay! I'm at 1:11. So.
Well, in fairness, didn't Twilight only do like one run?
He's been trying. He's done more than one.
Okay.
You know, Joker. That bring that up later. Like why Mega Man can never teleport, because that's gonna be a point that Fat Kid and me discuss later on.
Is it?
You know, later on that fight that basically ends runs.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Right. Yeah.
like what Joker's saying. We will skill replacement box. What? I'll take cheater box, but it takes skill to swipe these cards.
I will say, it does take skill to swipe those cards more than you would expect. Those things don't like being swiped.
Yeah, and plus if they get stuck, you can ruin the card. I'll take cheater box, but not skill replacement box. Never.
What's going on here is after Gio's fight, she becomes your first. I mean, it's kind of, the story significance is pretty ruined when you have 3 real life brothers, but she becomes your first brother band, which is like friend. After Gio didn't want any, after his father went missing, and then he recalls his father's words when it happened.
No.
So that's that weird man portrait that happened randomly when no man is. That is not your girlfriend. No.
No.
At least not yet.
No, I'm not
Go on
getting
a
a
date
swipe
later.
cam. I am not getting a swipe cam because it sucks when you miss. It's not very fun. Jeez, man. Everybody want to see me fail? Like, should I have a battle chip cam when I'm doing Bionova 4.5? So you can see the me dropping
I'd watch
chips?
it.
Oh, jeez, man.
I'd watch that footage more than actual 4.5.
4.5 isn't that bad. Wow. Well, with the gate, it's like way easier. Especially when you just do PAs. Like, PAs are way more broken in that game.
Didn't Tofu also make that
He made
thing
a...
that allows you to plug in or put chips in from a disc?
Yeah, like, he did make a gate extender, but Twilight has it right now. Okay, for reference right now, Gio is considering going to school, I think. And he was talked into it, right?
Sort of. Throughout the entire game, he's been being pestered by Luna and the others to start going back to school. They eventually managed to convince him not to go to class, but to be in the school play because he had, like, everyone in the class is supposed to be there. So he eventually gives in and says he will just look at the gym.
I would totally watch somebody bungle their swipes, yo. You guys have a lot of faith in me. Like, I'd probably bungled my swipes maybe 8 times so far. And also, Kirby, that reindeer emote is cute. I like it. It's cute. Honestly, once I get the actual Leo Kingdom card into my folder, I have 2 brothers with Leo, so it increases it to 65 per hit. But it's a lot. Okay, basically, Mega Man hurts something, right?
He sees a jammer taunting him on the wave road and goes to investigate.
So right now I have to turn off my cheater. I mean my powers.
This is almost what a normal playthrough would be like, except he's still gonna have more. Yeah, so imagine that 390 HP was about 200, and that's a normal playthrough.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have won the tournament if I used a different strategy. So I used the best strategy, just stacking HP. What role does Gio play in this scene?
This is, yeah, a classic forced lose fight. You can survive long enough for it to end. You don't actually have to die, but that takes longer. So we're about to.
Wait, is that?
We're about to be beaten up.
Is it by time or is it by like turns?
I think it's. turns or the amount of times you hit him?
I can look into that because if I have gauge, I have gauge plus. So if turns are faster,
Oh yeah, it could be faster.
I'll have to check that out. But yeah, basically Geo lost. Quiet.
Yeah, Geo lost because it grows in size and becomes giant, and it squeezes him until he passes out.
Yeah, somehow I lost despite all my powers.
Yeah, he starts like strangles him basically. So now Geo's scarred emotionally again.
You know, I like how my notes say for this part, just kill yourself. You know, that's some good notes, guys.
I would give you some of my notes, but most of them are me swearing at myself because I keep forgetting things. Personal favourite is my network transmission ones. Actually, I'll go read them out, but just because for the stream's sake, sake out the democracy.
Hey Scholar, like I'm doing Star Force 1, but it's not a normal run as most games. I'm using a Japanese exclusive, not skill replacement device. I'll take cheater device.
Yeah, let's go with enhancement.
Yeah, there you go. Enhanced. It's like steroids, pretty much. It's legal steroids. My notes, or Fat Kid's notes, because you can't see.
I
Fat
mean
Kid's
my
notes.
notes.
Yeah, like we can't see Fat Kid's notes on this. This is a PG-13.
Yeah, am I okay? I mean, I'm not sure if I'm okay to link them just because I want to be as respectful as possible just in case. But I will read them out and omit the bad words.
It's not a cheat bot. Oh well, listen.
The entirety of my notes for network transmission is the start is in caps. Reg cannons, you moron. Number man 1 mem up, 1 HP up. After bank, 1 unlocker, 6 HP. Don't forget these. 3 elect blade. Stop bad word forgetting these. Buy 4 air barriers. Buy them.
Wow, man.
No gravity area equip barriers. Look here. Bad word beginning with C barriers.
Oh, yeah, Kirby. He went to the roof because the AM satellites, basically, they control the world. Something like that, like the world's network. They went to talk to Geo and Omegasys about unlocking a new power. So, you know, since they lost kind of badly.
Yeah.
So he's gonna give them a new power.
And then finally, there's a bunch of folder edits for Arrow Transmission, and then at the end it just says Reg Star Arrow and do the Zoopity Zop.
Zoopity Zop.
It ends in a nice family-friendly way.
So right now, I have to do a test. Okay, you're right. In old power, you're right, Joker. You're right. I've had this power since the beginning, so it's like, it's whatever. Well, I'm sorry. This is the official power. I've been using the unofficial power, like the R4 version of it. So now I'm getting the real cartridge. Bad word beginning with C would be a good album or track. Wow. Even with my power up, I still can't kill him with one hit. Money!
During this test, this is a pretty slow part as commentary-wise goes. So, time to read out some more NPC Star Force time.
Oh, here it comes.
My personal favourite is another Star Force 2. It's not weird until you think about how robotic sounding it is, and I can only assume this was a direct Japanese translation, they didn't really localize it. But Prez, in response to Sonya, doing her own thing emotionally, Prez says, "As a fellow female, I can relate." There is also a strange muscly man who says to Geo, "Oh, you like looking at my rock-hard body." Queen Ophiuka.
Oh,
Queen Ophiuka, IF. in the post-game of Star Force 2, says to Geo, "Naughty, naughty, you need a spanking."
Oh yeah, that I remember.
In Star Force 3, there is a Watsu-dude that points out the cameras. There's a problem with the cameras that spy on people on the beach, and that it's only recording women in bikini.
Oh, yo, yeah, Star Force 3 got away with. Oh man.
And then finally, there is a mass panic of a meteor, like involving a meteor in Star Force 3. While all of the NPCs are panicking, there's just this one old man that if you talk to him, he says, "Well, it's time to put the sweet corn on the grill." I like that attitude.
Oh my gosh, when you take it out of context, they're actually really funny.
The NPC names are even better. I don't have copies of that, but there is an overweight woman named Roly Poly.
What?
Yeah, in Star Force I think too.
Then I'll greet my fellow females with a casual greeting. Beep boop.
There's so many ones that have to do with cards. Forget what they are though. He didn't miss, it was just a strategic dodge.
I felt sorry for him.
Right.
Yo, Joker. This is a tough game. I want to see you come over here, scan cards, and commentate, and not have pizza. Man, I really want pizza.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Actually,
Oh,
this is
that's
my
not
second
fair.
favorite after as he misses. So, you're knocked out. In
Ow.
Star Force 2, in the post game, there is a merchant where if you don't buy anything from him, he says, "Sorry, plebs are not allowed," in response to you.
Wow. Wow. Alright, now that I finished the test, I'm gonna fight one of the... Yes! Oh my gosh. I got lucky. I'm the biggest
The
boy
gold
in
girl?
town. Yep. Pretty much.
Oh. Yep.
Yep, pretty much. GG. Honestly, Dragon and Leo are the easiest ones because at least I have a Giga that can get rid of them. Like, well, I guess Pegasus I could get rid of with Gemini.
I alluded to this earlier. This is a satellite admin fight, which is pretty much the only real-time difference there is in this. Leo has the lowest health.
But he's fast.
Yes, it's fast. Pegasus has the medium amount of health, and Dragon has the highest amount of health. Generally, Dragon is still easier to kill faster, just because of how fire chips work out.
Oh yeah. So Gilma.
Chips.
The ghost from Luigi's Mansion. You are already dead.
Yeah.
Nani?
It was all like dark and silhouetted because that isn't his like true form. That's I guess a projection thing.
You're supposed to say that that's not his final. Come on, you missed that.
I didn't say this last time you ran anyway, and I said I'm not bringing myself to that level.
Oh, I tried. Okay, now we're going back to school officially. Although the weird part is that I did the test, but I didn't unlock anything yet. So I'm still regular.
In a normal game, you would unlock the form, but due to the intricacies of this category, he already had forms available to.
Intricacies. Thank you. Oh yeah, this is a pretty dark chapter too.
Yeah. So I'll explain a bit later when it happens what happens, but
Yeah.
This is another person just getting screwed over.
talking to all these generic punks. And here and right now, I get a second folder, which has better cards, which I will properly appropriate. This is an action replay. Action replay wouldn't give you this kind of power. This isn't power that can be faked. It can only be... Well, I guess it can be faked. That's soon.
I was about to say, I'm willing to take you up on that challenge.
Prof is almost done with that patch, so... If he ever releases it. Okay, like, my folder's all set, so... Class is done.
So... What's happening and going to happen here is Mr. Shepard, the teacher of the class. He is the only teacher left who is still adamant about not using radio waves to quote-unquote enhance teaching method, which is something the principal was trying to include into each class. Eventually it got to the point where the teacher is being threatened with, being sacked or fired if they don't adhere to the new teaching method, and they're threatened. The reason that's an even bigger threat is because he has, I think, 6 kids to feed, and he basically is forced to choose between feeding his kids or the well-being of his classmates.
Mike, no, that is such a dark tone, man.
So, yeah, it doesn't go well when an Femian comes along. He does have a sweet afro, though. He's like Bob Ross.
And, yeah.
That's Mr. Shepard, the man, the legend.
The myth. So now, because he's, emotions again. He's put in a really bad place. He gets a visit from an alien. Just like everyone else. Hold my beer. Yeah, pretty much, like...
I haven't even gotten to the darkest one yet, and that's Pat.
Yeah.
Pat is...
That is awesome.
Pat goes so far that it almost becomes... I mean, I sound terrible saying this, but it almost becomes funny.
Oh gosh. Remember, this is our, one of the main speedrunners of Star Force, everybody.
I only ran Star Force 3. I just raced this one.
Just like everyone else. So yeah, he started the program already, right? For the mine thing?
Yeah, he was overtaken by the alien and then forced on the program, but there was a problem with it that had to do with the alien messing with the radio waves, and now everyone's being like, their heads are getting messed up and they can't think or do anything. The only one unaffected is Pat, though, which is a bit of a bit of foreshadowing.
Okay, that Jammer came back and he was about to be Mega Man again.
Okay, Mitch has 7 kids. Mitch? Is that his name? Shepard?
Awesome count.
I thought it was 6, but...
Genocide Breaker! Oh wait, wrong game. Atomic Blazer. It's kind of weird how they called it Genocide in Star Wars 2. Wow, that helmet looks way too big for his head. It was only for a brief moment, but that helmet was way big.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Is it like that for the other games?
No.
So it's just
Leo's
Leo.
helmet is just like twice the size.
Why? That looks
I
awful.
know.
Looks awful. Maybe something good. Yeah, recovery, thanks. Oh yeah, the genocide like Saurians or dinosaurs. So Saurians means you want genocide. That's a very that's assuming quite a bit.
Oh, the Saurian part is an assumption in the Japanese version. It's literally like dinosaur version.
Genocide is a top name. No. This is not a new high school expansion. This is just Star Force.
You say high school?
Well, he said HS.
I assume that meant Hearthstone.
No, it's high school. Like, who plays Hearthstone?
Not me, but I do listen to me.
Like, that's a game for kids. I'm playing a man game. Oh, wait. Everyone's gonna laugh at me.
Magic's for kids. We've got a superior card game, Star
Force. Ah, man. In fact, everyone's gonna laugh at me for being a dummy. I'm gonna get all the answers wrong.
You did just call Hearthstone Magic.
Okay.
It is in fact not Magic the Gathering.
Okay, I got 66% right, which is a passing grade. So don't laugh. All these questions are tough.
Passing grade in America?
66, yes. That's
oh my god, what are they doing to your country?
You don't want to know. 75%.
How is 66? Okay. 75 is up to 7.
There you go, much better. But, okay. So so averaging 75, 60, and 66 is like 70 or whatever.
So, in this area, the gimmick is it throws maths questions at you when you run into the paper. It's really slow to answer them, and it only takes away 10 HP each time. You do have to run around on 1 HP in the normal category on this in the speedrun, but because Ryuji has so much HP, it barely matters.
Yeah, because I'm fat. Well, they are still technically paper cuts. Can you imagine getting that many paper cuts?
I mean, I guess. I don't know how you want me to react to that statement.
Yes. Yes. No.
Yes.
No. 50. Should be jinxed.
The American education system. Imagine not being able to answer Japanese questions within half of a second. What? It's almost as if you're just mashing the A button.
Got him. Wait, how are you dragon?
He's dragon because of the brothers.
He's
got 3 brothers and the whole thing. Well it's
Well,
actually because of the wave command thing, but
Wave scanner.
Wave scanner.
Remember, enhancement. This is enhancing my game.
Yeah, it's due to his Japanese enhancement box.
Yeah, it's permanent. Yes.
So, sorry if this is getting annoying, but it's important to
Yes.
reiterate for people that join
Yes.
the go. This
Yes.
category uses a
No.
Japanese-only peripheral.
I got 80%.
This uses a Japanese-only peripheral in this category called the Wave Scanner, which allows you to scan card into it, like physically. It plugs into the bottom of the DS in the mic port. You scan it, and the cards come up in battle with enhanced effects. And no, bro, I didn't get a new mic.
Also, my bonus stats are dependent on my stats in this wave scanner. So if I was at a higher level, I would be stronger. No. Yes. Alright. Ah! Oh, I got like 70%. Wait, you only need 30% to pass in Japan? Really? Take that, fat kid.
I refuse to believe Japan accepts anything lower than 100.
I'm not grinding to level 99 on this thing. That takes way too long. I should have put an explanation on that command. It's not a cheating device, it's in the game.
Not in the game.
Yes, it's paying
In the
to win.
Japanese game.
Yes.
It's not in the US version. Or the EU.
No. Ouch. Ah, okay, good. Yay, 50%. I passed. No, this is the same old mic. I'm starting to feel more confident.
You
talking
sounded
now.
like a kid before. When did Eurasia ever sound like me?
Well, yeah, I have that awesome British accent, so I guess so. You know.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong because I am hearing my voice slightly differently to how everyone else hears it. But I would have thought my voice is at least a little deeper than Eurasia's.
Oh my gosh, I got 20%. Yeah, in fact, your voice is indeed deeper than mine. I have a kind of high-pitched voice. Kind of. Or medium.
I remember when I was 16 and started streaming, everyone thought I was 28.
Well, your name is Fat Kid.
Yeah, you'd think that would be a pretty good clue that I wasn't 28.
Eurasia's a kid that's not a
Oh,
kid?
Eurasia sounded like a kid, not like a kid. Okay.
Ah.
Sorry, my name is really bad.
Ah! Paper cut! Get a band-aid! Oh my god, 0! Ah, I'm getting worse.
By the 99 thing, by the way, that means the wave scanner level, not the in-game level.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe Fat Kid's already in his fake 40s. I know. Can't keep out the charade for much longer.
Wait, shouldn't you be fat adult? Like, fat... Oh, wow. He touched me.
Fat adult doesn't have the same ring to it.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm getting hurt pretty bad. It's the start of bad
Hey, I
things.
suspect people don't ask the Cool Kid, the Mega Man runner, why he's not called, like, Cooler Duck.
Ah, I got hit pretty hard right there.
People just hate my name.
Yes! Take that. Ah! Ah, 50! Why am I it's so hard to maps?
Most of the name suggestions I get from people are usually some form of large, thin adult.
No, Solar, this game is in English. But, as usual, a lot of the stuff from these games are usually cut out in English.
There is in North American and European.
And for Star Force 3 as well.
For Star Force 3 there was no European release, but I'm not salty about it.
You're missing me failing at math, so no. You haven't missed anything. Although from what Prof 9 right there has told me, the data for the wave scanner is still in the game, but it's just like hacked to bits. So it like oh my gosh, like you're getting it back up is like a lot of work.
Oh, I would have thought it would have just been sort of like disabled Star Force 3. I've forgotten what it's even called, the roulette thing.
Oh, the noise cards.
Yeah, the Kaiser gift.
Oh my gosh, another 0. All these paper cuts are adding up. I lost 500 HP.
But these don't I mentioned in a normal run you'd be at 1 HP through this. Obviously that means they don't lower you below 1 HP.
Yeah, like you won't die from the paper cut.
Can't believe Fat Kid bought up every single copy of Star Force 3 on the European market.
Wait, that's weird. I don't have Pegasus.
You used Pegasus earlier, didn't you?
No, I actually apparently lost connection. Okay. I'm gonna reconnect everybody. I thought that was a little weird. Hold on. I'm gonna reconnect everybody. Should only take a second. I was wondering about that. Like, I'm looking at my Star Force. If you have brothers, you can use their form. But Pegasus was absent. No, I'm having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties anyway. So
Yeah, that usually doesn't happen.
during technical difficulties is of course the commentator's most important part. So on that note, I'll be right.
Pressing A. There you go. Okay. Thankfully, because I actually reconnected, I didn't have to do any data loading. Wait, no, it's just... Where am I? Oh god, I lost myself for a second. There it is, okay. For some reason I lost myself. The Aussie. Yes, Fat Kid is indeed Aussie.
Hi. I'm back.
There he goes.
Maybe the weird Brit guy could sing something for us. The weird Brit guy is another thing I'll take as a compliment. I've been called worse. And I'm not an Aussie. Damn it, I know there's a cap to it. This is Mega Man Star Force. It's the spiritual successor series to Battle Network. It takes place within the same plot. It takes place 200 years in the future.
They always ensure that everyone's dead, pretty much. When Capcom does sequels like that, everyone's always dead.
But it makes it easier to not worry about continuity.
Makes sense. Alright, I managed to one-shot him again. It's the literal successor.
The literal successor? Okay, fair enough. I just call it spiritual successor when it comes to, gameplay-wise.
A British
Because
copy.
it's similar, but a bit of a difference. I'll stop calling it that then, I'm sorry.
My favorite Contra title. This isn't Contra. Konami is not Capcom.
Or is it, just different people wandering in and out of commentating? No, I just have such a wide range of talents.
Well, he is the legend, like Fat Kid.
Yeah, I voiced every single character in a Double Team DS.
Yeah, he's famous for that.
Yeah, made it into the final game. I definitely voiced Surfer Dude.
I can't stand Surfer Dude, man.
This did come to the West. Yeah, it's Mega Man Star Force. Yep. It was released. All 3 games were released in North America, and the first 2 were released in Europe. The Japanese name is Ryusei no Rokuman, and yeah, the localized version is obviously Mega Man.
You know, I probably should. Maybe I should have picked Operation Shooting Star to show that off. Oh well, maybe next time. It was recently translated, so now we can actually all play it if you have the right tools.
Yeah, but no one likes Bio Network other than me, so
Hey.
that would also be questionable. I thought it was just one dude talking to himself this whole time.
What?
I mean, that is most people's streams.
Nah, I prefer having somebody with me, and thankfully, the man most qualified for the job is Fat Kid, because he knows Star Force very, very well.
I know Star Force, and I talk complete kind words for very long amounts of time that make little to no sense. Hey, I love Star Force too. The games are great.
No. Oh yeah, to give context, Geo heard somebody on the Wave Road. I'm pretty sure this time I got that right.
Yeah, he hears the jammer thing and wants to keep Luna safe.
No, it's Red Joker. Black Ace is cheap. Red Joker has Red Gaia Racer, which is awesome.
Did you just say Black Ace is cheap?
Yes. He has he has auto lock, which is cheap.
Oh, I thought you meant as in cheap to buy.
No.
I was about to say, no, Black Ace is way more expensive.
They didn't make the versions because they pretty much learned their lesson.
Well, I mean, we don't have any reason. We don't know why they didn't make 3 versions for sure. I don't think that there's ever been a definitive reason given, but I can speculate that releasing 3 different versions probably didn't look too great when it came to PR and sales, and it might have had something to do with the scrapped versions of Star Force 2. Like, there was supposed to be like I think a pirate tribe, aqua tribe thing,
Pirate?
and angel tribe.
Angel? I wanted to be a pirate.
Prof will probably correct me on this if I got any of that wrong. So that's why I'm fine saying it.
Okay, basically I went upstairs and there was no one there, so... dang it, why am I calling him Lan?
Black Ace of Black End Galaxy, which is a signature move of Fat Kid. Pirate Tribe and Angel Tribe are concepts of Star Force 3, not Star Force 2. Okay, my apologies.
Wait, but tribes aren't in 3. You liar. You can't trust Prof. Like, he's almost as bad as this, no, darn my stutter. As this game professor. There aren't any tribes for 3. I'm a big boy. No, I missed the scan. Come on, come on.
Oh, no wonder there weren't any tribes, so yeah.
Big money, big money. Hold still. Kamehameha! Yes.
Did you really need to pick the other cards?
Yes.
Okay.
No, see, like, I don't trust Prof because his name is Prof 9, which means he killed 8 other people to get to where he is now. You can't trust a murderer.
But you're Eurasia M, so if you're going by alphanumerical, did you not kill even more people than that to get to M?
If Fat Kid vanishes after today, he just fell down the stairs.
It's the government again, covering it all up.
Oh, okay. Basically, we saved Luna, but she's resting in bed, and we go home. Sonya asked us to go to the mall. We're going to Times Square, not Times Square, Times Square. And
yeah, going on a date with Sonya. So.
Luna right now her parents are considering taking her to a different school, to a private school.
Yeah, they think Luna's friends are a terrible influence on her. And stands for murder.
Well, I have 1,000 HP.
Yeah, around this point in the game, casually, I think I had 280 to 300.
M stands for mediocre.
Casually has 1,000.
The M doesn't stand for mediocre.
Wow, Prof, that's... Now that's harsh.
I'm not Eurasia mediocre, I'm Eurasia...
I'm calling you that from now on.
Thanks.
No problem. There's different background things you can notice in the Japanese version of this.
Oh.
Like there's posters of Luna Knight's characters, and there is a Luna Knight scenario in this game that didn't make it to the localized version.
I want to see if I can show it off if I have time. I think I will. I don't know if Fat Kid. Well, what's my time so far?
Let me check. So I'm not watching through the screen. God damn it! I got an ad. I will be telling you in 30 seconds.
No, if I was Eurasia cheater, I'd be Eurasia C.
Everyone's talking about collections. I wouldn't even be surprised if Capcom tried making Star Force into 2 different collections somehow. I wouldn't put it past them.
It's not about being boring, it's to show it off.
Yeah, your time's 147. Right?
Really?
Close to 148. Yeah.
And considering I have 2 scenarios left, that's not too bad. Well, actually,
She's
no.
your girlfriend now. I wouldn't say that, but this is a date.
Okay. Well, I'll see if they let me do it if I have enough time for it. Like it's very quick. It's like a 10-minute scenario, but it's still cool how Star Force 1 continued the crossover with Black Tie.
In fairness, I don't think anybody in chat even knows what Luna Knights is, other than like 3 people.
Well, this is how I learned about Boktai by Capcom cross promoting.
See, I know about it because I like Hideo Kojima way too much.
I only know about it because of Bannerworld 4. Like, I'm like, huh? Then I learned it's a real game series. Okay, so basically, Luna was feeling depressed, or well, no, she was angry. The fact that her parents were going to take her away.
She was angry and getting, I guess, desperately nervous because her parents were doing things that she didn't want to have happen in her life, so she understandably got kind of panicked about that, and then angry, and then the alien took advantage.
The alien. No name, just the alien.
The off-user thing, I remember.
Ophiuka, yeah. But yeah, so basically she's, you know, Ophiuka happens to be able to control snakes, and they happen to be in a snake area. Like, I like how that all worked out. No, wait.
Well, wait, Blockmaster, then nobody will get Pegasus. Still wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them past them either. Even if they are, like... Actually, no, not even.
They miss out on... Well, they wouldn't miss out on Zerka because...
Yeah, Zerka's
presumably
involved.
that would be included with Ninja, and... Pegasus is the only one missing.
Oh, money.
Yeah, you need to... Thanks for reminding me, Croft, to talk about this. So, there's snakes all over the place, and you need to solve the snake problem. So you talk to Professor Snake. That's the name. And they tell you to mess with... Find the engineer guy or something?
Yeah.
Who's hiding in this igloo. And then using that, you turn down the temperature and make the snakes go to sleep.
Fun fact, this guy saw Geo wave change right in front of him, and he doesn't say anything. Like, he
I mean,
didn't...
if I saw somebody do that right in front of me, I'll try to pretend I didn't see it. Try to convince myself I didn't see it.
Really? You wouldn't say, like, holy, what happened? Like, holy igloos. Wow. That's a very good card.
Summary. It's that one.
That's a very good card. What's it called? Sticky Rain? Something like that?
The rain thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
Sticky Rain.
I actually have the card for it too. It's like ×2 damage, I think. And now for the slowest dungeon in the whole game. I'm not.
Yeah,
a
this
fan.
dungeon is probably the slowest part of the run. It's not very interesting.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's the one part that it's just hard to enjoy it.
Casual, it's not too bad. It's just like way longer than it should be. That goes for a lot of the Star Force dungeons. They're usually one area more than you'd think they are. Is the best way I can say it. You get to the end, you think it's done, then there's a whole other area. It's like, oh.
Blank. God, that's the surprise. I'm playing Leo, but I'm actually a dragon. So now I have Aircon Man.
This is Leo, as you can see in the top screen, the red background. I think I always get this mixed up, but I think he's called Aircon Man in the Japanese version, Thermo Man in the US.
Yeah, those translate, like, all those cars have dumb names. Like, that's Key, like, the guy who unlocks things is called Keyman or something like that. Oh yeah, and don't forget the most useful of all of them, which we'll see in the next scenario.
Oh, that's the best touchscreen. We'll save it for then.
Yeah.
Hang on, I might freak out. 'Cause it just enhances how the game so much. It's unbelievable.
Wow, it locks onto every enemy? I have not used this card in forever.
Oh no, Sticky Rain is easily like the best card in the game.
Okay, now
It's a free counter on anything.
that makes sense why mid loves using that against me.
Sticky Rain 3 also one-shots Taurus. Actually, you don't even need Sticky Rain 3, I think it's just Sticky Rain 2. I don't know.
Yeah, the point of this area, we have to traverse the jungle, woo, and we have to find some antidote, because Ophiuka poisoned all the gatekeepers, and they're not going to open until, you know, they're safe. I got the boot! You gave me Das boot.
I got the boot.
He gave me the boot! Like, right to the chin.
Yeah, they kicked you.
Oh man. And I have a glass jaw too. Okay. The cool part is when you find the antidotes, all encounters vanish. But I have to get back in this treacherous jungle. Ah! Snakes! Why has it gotta be snakes? Ah.
So if the snake hits you, you get poison, your health starts to drain, which doesn't matter. You get the antidote once you bring the actual antidote to the hurts anyway, and then he just uses the leftover parts.
Her name is just Ophiuka. Like Queen Ophiuka is the fused form, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Ephemian stuff you like. That's I'm getting confused.
I can't see. A chow? It's not a chow.
Yeah, that's not a chow. That's called a Hertz. They basically replaced progs and prog NPCs. They act very similarly, but don't talk in all caps, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Well, how come that was done in the English version? Hey, like we can't all be fat kid. Like I can't be perfect.
Yeah, I never make a mistake. Who said hearts? I said hearts.
Hearts? Nah, he said hurts. Oh, because he's putting a Mr.
Oh, somebody in chat said hearts. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mr. Prof and his technicalities.
So
No, don't. You'll fall over drunk.
Since there's not much to talk about, yet another thing Prof will no doubt correct me on. I know it's true in BN. I think the hurts in the Japanese version only speak in katakana. I think, and that's why the progs speak in caps in BN.
Ouch.
I vaguely remember that.
Ah, that poison hurts.
It's either that or they speak without any kanji. That would be a lot more solid.
You know, I'm losing way too much HP in this comp. I'm gonna be in trouble soon.
Oh yeah, clearly. Yeah, basically. Woo.
How about
Finally
this?
not 100% wrong.
Alright, how about this? Take a shot every time I get hit by a snake, and have fun.
Assuming I wasn't already taking shots already.
Oh yes, cool. Like the wood chips in this game are really good. 4.5 has a problem with the next school. They can talk eloquently.
Thank
Yeah.
you for the sarcasm. I love the commentator.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Wait, which one? He said commentator, not commentators. Oh.
Did you not say the same word twice? Well, anyway.
Anyway.
I realized we explained the forms, but I didn't explain I think Star Force bangs. Hit system.
Star Force Big
So,
Bang.
when you counter enemies in this game, instead of giving you full synchro like BN4 to 6, it gives you a card from your deck. If you counter hit while in waveform, not waveform,
Oh, yeah.
while in Star Force form, Starbreak, whatever.
Yeah, Starbreak.
While in that form, if you counter hit, you can get a essentially a free Giga card, which depends on the version. So Dragons is
Elemental Cyclone.
Elemental Cyclone. Leo's is
Atomic Blazer.
You just said it, Atomic Blazer, and Pegasus is just
Magician's Freeze.
Magician's Freeze. Okay, there's no way I was ever gonna be remembering that. Anime only terminology. I'm just going.
Actually,
He's using
they're
anime
not.
only. Blame him.
No,
Blame him.
They're not. If you actually see the trailer for Star Force,
As always,
they're actually there.
As always, I'm completely blameless in every situation. So.
I'm guessing Prof never saw the trailers.
Hey,
They're literally right there. Ouch.
In the trailers, Gio also did put headphones in from the wave scanner peripheral though. So.
Yeah, I'm using a special cable just for that. Ow.
Yeah, Gio didn't even need a special cable. He's just somehow forced his headphones into the wave scanner. I wish I could do that. I wish that was canon.
I'm not a bully. Like, I'm sorry if I end up fighting too many people in Vanilla. Which we do online.
He's not sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
Aw. It's only 3,900 HP. It's not that much.
And a lot of people are very upset with your fighting style, Eurasia.
I'm not very good at
I
that.
can relate. Did I tell you about the time Kilios got incredibly mad when I was fighting in BN6?
Oh no, you actually have not told me.
Okay, so before one of the tournaments, this was like a year or two ago, maybe even 3. Kilios was like trying out net battling and getting into it. I was going to net battle him, and I made a Z code folder in BN6.
Wow.
He hated my Z code folder and couldn't beat it because I just stacked. I've forgotten what they're called. The Trumpies. I just stacked Trumpies and invincibility, and he just could never hit me.
Trumpies can be really annoying. They can be really annoying if you place them just right. And I hate poison. I never have float shoes for that.
I have never heard Kilios so mad than when he was fighting me. It was great.
I'd be pretty mad too. Like that's annoying.
At one point, I think he just straight up quit. He just got too upset. Great.
Oh come on.
Fat Kid's Z code Trumpy folder with stacked HP.
Wow, like I'm actually surprised Prof has not seen this trailer. The trailer actually even says the names too. Like I'm actually really surprised. I guess Prof isn't the professional I thought he was.
Another less good folder, but for BCC plays BCC. I actually had my folder banned by Macro. Can't imagine why. It was a roll deck with only recoms.
Oh god.
For some reason, that slowed down the pace of BCC.
I hate BCC, and that sounds even more annoying to deal with. Ow.
There's a purple mystery data right there, or mystery wave. If anyone's wondering what the purple is, the color signifies the type of mystery wave. Green is just a normal one. Blue is a fixed there's a fixed item inside of it and it doesn't respawn. Green ones respawn. Purple ones can only be opened with an unlocker, or whatever this game's equivalent is, I forget. And also act like blue ones other than that, but usually with better items.
Ow. What we shouldn't talk about is Star Force 3 meta.
Star Force 3 meta? I don't know much about Star Force 3 meta other than just it's over within 2 seconds.
It's Gemini swords. That's it.
It's over within 2 seconds.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know.
Also, every single Star Force meta has had to use super armor, and everything that doesn't have super armor, they've basically been useless.
Super armor is useful in every situation.
Yep. So Red Joker was the PvP one of choice generally. Well, it mattered less because they were usually over. Star Force does have net battling. Yeah, you could net battle online when the Wi-Fi services were up.
Well, the cool part is that you can actually net battle on Star Force again, because apparently they found a way to connect to a server to private servers.
There's like fan servers and private servers going on.
Yep. And now you can do it without needing like a flash card or something, which is pretty cool.
People couldn't net battle in Star Force until pretty recently. With these private server things you can, but it was shut down. You couldn't for a long time.
If you want to net battle on Battle Network, you can net battle on Battle Network 6. Like,
yeah,
you want to learn more?
There's a surprisingly large Battle Network 6 net battling community that use like BBA Link and Battle Over Online, or they even do meetups occasionally. Meetups are pretty funny.
Here we go. It's game over. I'm gonna be the big hot boy. Yes, I said hot for a reason.
You gotta use fire gun.
It's time to light that up.
Light the fire up in the night.
What? There we go. You're the one telling me I'm wrong. He's telling me I'm wrong, but he's looking at the wrong trailer. Like, he's looking at the English trailer. I'm talking about the Japanese trailer. Oh yeah, but basically, he stopped her, and she ended up hugging him after the fight. But
yeah,
the
and also this has the best animation in the game of Joe doing jazz hands while his eyes That was a Giga Chip. That wasn't a Big Bang Tech.
Yeah, that the Giga Chip is technically like a better version of your Big Bang Attack. What you're doing is basically a baby version of it. Like
just to explain the story. Now Luna knows that Geo is Mega Man, which is awkward because she had a crush on Mega Man but hated Geo's guts. So that's a bit awkward. Also, her parents are having a bit of a change of heart as they were almost squeezed to death by snakes. So they're thinking perhaps Luna's opinion does matter a little bit. And they have decided, at least for now, to not send her to a different school where she won't be corrupted by mudbloods.
As you guys saw, though, I now have 2 brothers. This is why you can only have 3 during a speed run. Because you can only have, like... The 3 you get in game are mandatory during the story. Like you can't cancel them. So
was a special event, like a special event in Game Brothers as well, for classic Mega Man and Legendary Master Shin.
Oh yeah, I agree. Well, Wolfwood is great. I actually have his card here. I just don't have any. I think I only have like 1. Oh, okay, I got 2 wood chips. That's the only reason why I can't summon him. Like, I can summon him if I have a wood chip. They're so hard to get in this game for some reason. Okay, now we're done with that. I forget the reason why he specifically goes to where I'm going now, to Times Square. I don't remember why he specifically goes there.
I missed an important part. The odd reaction of her parents is, since they passed out during that while being almost murdered, they assumed they were having some sort of like stress-induced hallucination or dream, I guess. They thought it was a dream and thought something was that their own conscience was telling them something. They weren't aware that it was literally Luna doing it and all that.
Like, right now in Times Square, everyone's arguing for some reason.
Yeah, there's a dude that comes, he puts pluses and minuses over people's heads.
Which is never brought up again.
No. I believe it's Gemini's power, but he only uses it like twice.
And basically all the pluses and minuses fly away, right?
They fly back to the jammer that was using them.
There they are. Plus and minus. Pluso and minimum. Where are you? There you are. It's time to be a cold boy. Oh man, this thing is bent. Alright, I'm gonna be a big cold boy. See, that's what happens when you miss. No? No! It came out. Hold on. The cable popped off. There we go. Come on. There you go. We're all good. We're all good. There we go.
Is this magic? Nice.
No. Remember, they're battle cards in this game. They're different. I gotta be careful though. Like, I already see one of my cards has a bent. Like, that's one thing I don't like. These cards look cool, but they're much more fragile than battle chips. Battle chips are like hard plastic. Like, you really would have to try to ruin them.
Yeah, cards I can see going wrong a lot easier, but on the bright side, they are seemingly a lot easier to forge, so... Or a copy. When I say forge, it probably makes people think of, like, money, credit card. So this is Pat. I alluded earlier, both me and Eurasia did, by his, slightly over-the-top depressing, backstory, which I find funny, in a way.
Now we're in Dream
fairness,
Island.
Ghostit explained his backstory in a marathon once and bursted out laughing while doing it.
What? Seriously?
Because Ghostit had like a momentary realization of just how ridiculous but also sad it was. That he just laughed. Ghostit's great.
He's a bad influence on you.
I mean, yeah.
At least you admit it.
Oh, I don't disagree.
The invite.
But do you really need that HP memory? Does that help you run anywhere?
It helps me run, I think. I don't know. I'm just getting it for the sake of
You
getting
can run in this game? I disagree.
it. You're right. Like
So this is the ironically named Dream Island, which the island itself is seemingly a metaphor for Pat's side because there's like a nice grassy, beautiful exterior, but the deeper you get, the garbage, the junkyard is there. I assume this place is intended to be like a metaphor of Pat. So Pat's backstory is he was abandoned by his parents and found as a baby in this junkyard and was saved by a robot.
That's...
He was doing, like, taking the trash out and sorting. He was literally thrown in the garbage as a baby.
Ouch!
And that's what he brings Geo to see, because he feels like Geo can relate to him, which I would take as an insult, but...
Pat is a depressed raccoon. You guys are mean. You guys
poor
are mean.
Pat has a difficult upbringing. as you'll very quickly see, because of his difficult upbringing, it caused him to have a split personality. I said that wrong. Personality, sorry. With his alternate persona being Ray.
Which happens to work for Gemini, which literally splits up.
Yeah, he is the only place he could go to school. I mean, yeah, Jericho. I mean, he can, but he didn't.
Yeah, he chose not to. Remember,
understandably.
Darn.
Where was I going with that? Yeah, Pat is the only person other than Gio and Son who has full control over his FMEN. So when other FMENs... What an insult. Damn that truck. When other FMENs take over, they're like human hosts. The humans lose all control. It's just the FMEN in control, but Pat is very similar to Geo, in this like he's aware of what's going on.
I was just 2,000 short for that HP memory. I'm sad. I really wanted it. Okay. Everyone's gonna die by fire.
On the bright side, we're out of depressing
On the bright side,
depressing backstories. Yeah, we're out of depressing backstories to me. Perhaps the last... They couldn't top being thrown away into the garbage. Unfortunate.
That is true. Poke. Well, I can imagine these fights on normal. Like, I feel like they'd be pretty tough.
The most difficult parts in the normal run, when you have like low HP and things, is obviously the Jammer fight. There is... This is more of a new runner thing, or if you're not paying much attention, but a very, very dangerous part is Cygnus Wings comp, just because if you're not paying attention, take a hit, it does so much damage.
Yeah. Poke.
Jammer, obviously the final boss, Andromeda, takes a bit of learning, but there's also...
Yeah, he hits really hard for a final boss.
Oh yeah, he hits very hard.
If only I was able, it was able to get his battle card, but it was $50, and I didn't have that kind of money to drop on one card. Like I don't know what his card does. Apparently, it is in Event Giga or something like that.
Whose card, sorry?
Like the Andromeda.
Andromeda's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I talked about it before. I think it does. It's been a while since I used it, but it's I think it does like the wave attack. Remember that multicolored wave thing that you spawned? It like does that on the other side. Let me see if I can find a video.
There we go. Alright, now we're home, thinking about what happened, and now we gotta go back to the Times Square. Not Times, even though Times Square is pretty fun.
I typed in Star Force 1 Andromeda card, and one of the first results is a Mega Man Star Force 1 JP Boktai DS crossover real hardware. I wonder who that is by. Couldn't find a video.
Yo, Profs, stop distracting me.
It's Ross giving you a Discord ping.
He's going really hard on what I'm saying, but I know where I saw it. I'll just have to show him later. Oh yeah, this is where he basically reveals his other side. You said his name is Ray?
Yeah, his owner personality is Ray, at least in the localized version.
Ah, okay. I'm surprised his name wasn't Tap.
If that was, oh my god, that would be just like Star Force to name him that. I'm glad they didn't. It would have kind of deflated the severity of the situation.
No,
These Force games based on the anime? No, the anime's based on the game.
yeah, like the anime always comes after the games. Oh yeah, Fuck it, it's time. It's time.
Oh, time for the best touchscreen minigame. I say the gimmicks, but not this one. This one really enhances the game.
Yeah, like this is a really important part.
Get ready, everyone. This is... I've never seen such innovation in a DS game before this.
Oh boy, that... Ooh. Too much innovation at once.
Wow, you can move it left. Also, just for the record, the hub back thing time path is talking about, that's only the leftover like 0.1% of the DNA. That's not actually hub itself.
This part bothers me. I still don't understand how these tires are stopping him from walking over them.
Like I said, it's Geo. He's probably got OCD. He doesn't want to get dirty.
He wants to say... Oh man, Geo.
He doesn't want to get dirty.
That is no excuse.
I could believe it. I could believe that Geo didn't want to be mildly inconvenienced to save somebody.
Oh man, can you imagine that? Like the one way of beating Geo is like putting something really dirty.
I mean, in Star Force 2, that was literally the scene where he says he doesn't want to save anyone. Omegasys literally forces him to. Like when they're in the Wilshire Hills town.
Alright, here we go. This, we're in the scrap comp. Basically...
Exactly, Prof gets it.
Like, basically inside this trash somewhere, I gotta find progs. Like, that little symbol thing would tell you when you're near one. But we're not doing that, because that takes too long. I know exactly where they are. And I am not using a guide of any sort to help me out for this one.
You only need to memorize like 3 locations in each.
The Eurasia comp?
It's not too bad.
Yo, Prof. Prof is being mean. First Eurasia mediocre, and now my comp.
I've been the strongest Navi. I wish. Have you used Tomahawk Man in BN5? He has a couple of words to say.
Like I really like his Tomahawk charge shot.
His charge shot is so ridiculously powerful. Yeah, the tires aren't tiny shrubs, so it makes more sense than something.
A tiny shrub.
Strongest cannon Navi?
No.
Tomahawk Man is a cannon Navi, what does that mean?
Yeah, like if you remember in game they says like we need someone to fill Mega Man's shoes. He takes out 15 Navis in one strike. So I think he's
Wow, I was more
strong.
talking purely about gameplay. If we're talking about theoreticals and Prof is correct, Light is the strongest Navi. Did you see how he opened that door in BN?
That too.
He opened a door. Do you not understand?
I keep forgetting about that guy.
So, more jammers to fight.
That-
Jammers don't appear after this game. It's just,
because
pretty much this game's equivalent of like a Heal Now.
we basically made him extinct. Land kill land. Fat kid, you're a bad influence.
Geo.
Yes. Hoshikawa's the garbage 3D.
God,
Yo,
this is the garbage 3D one. I am very upset.
I am offended that you're saying that. You know what? I'm gonna put you in this trash heap and bury you. Then I'll find you and get some data.
Ow. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I would give them a stern talking to.
A stern talking to isn't good enough. He dare called. He has an opinion on the internet. I don't like that.
Yeah. Stern talking too. I may even call you an invertebrate jelly if it gets that far.
They did this. The battle system isn't bad. This.
I mean, this is the start of the series.
Yeah, like.
I know Val Network is. This is like a sequel, but I consider this definitely a different series. Why is there so much trash on screen? It's supposed to be representative. It's a metaphor for how Geo feels.
Or like Prof is saying, this is just me on the screen. Right, Prof?
Yeah,
is that what you're trying to say?
Gone.
Is that what it is, Prof? This is a metaphor for my speed run. Wait, can I even run from this? Let me see.
I actually think the from behind battle view, once you get used to it, is the thing that turned. I mean, that initially that turns a lot of people off, but I actually think the bigger difference is the deck building. The lack of codes means that deck building isn't necessarily a mechanic anymore. At least it's not as much of a mechanic, which I consider just as big of a difference. But it goes for its own thing. It's not just. I consider it a different thing rather than just. What?
Alright, I found them. And I avoided getting crushed. Okay. Okay, here we go, finally!
Also, I will
Big boy.
obviously defend Star Force 3 to the death. You're a big boy versus another big boy.
Guys, that was 900 damage in 2 chips.
Yeah, so this is the power of Japanese cheat box.
It's not cheap!
This is the power of the Japanese enhancement box.
Thank you. Much better.
When in combination with brothers, especially.
They're not cheater strats, they're actually real, legit strats.
They're IQ strats, alright? Let's just call them that.
Honestly, I really wish I can get my hands on a Dragon Giga card. I've never seen one. That'd be so useful for this fight.
BN2 is your favorite? My favorite's BN3 by a mile.
BN3 was really good. Like, although story was really serious, like compared to the tone of the other ones.
Well, I'll say it's about as serious as BN2.
Nah, I don't think so, because they brought in like actual cyber terrorism, the actual like military guns.
BN2 I got to rap with somebody to get a whiskey ball, so I would say that is the best plot point of anything ever.
Well,
Just saying.
I guess
I have to rap with somebody to get a whiskey bottle that I can use to lure a poisonous spike. Oh, BN2 was insane.
Don't forget, BN2 also had that trap-filled castle that killed like everybody.
Yeah, I mean everyone survived because they always do. But at least Raoul did. Even though he got burned.
And Princess Pride somehow survived, falling down like all that.
Oh, we didn't find that out until BN5, but yeah.
Make it rain.
Oh, Sticky Rain.
Sticky Rain is really good. Like I've never gotten it during any of my runs. I'm saying it hits multiple times, doesn't flinch. You're right. That is basically a free counter.
Yep, doesn't flinch. The counter rate is, I mean, as long as you use it some point when they're attacking, it's basically guaranteed since it hits that.
You want some of this whiskey? Yeah, that's how it went.
Damn Pixie is so good. All that's happening currently is you're just chasing Pat in his like Gemini form through this junkyard. Not much else.
Yeah, it's just like you basically already know what to do, so there isn't a whole lot to talk about at this point.
Yeah, I guess for the sake of talking about things, if people are talking about their favourites. My personal favourite of each series is Mega Man 7, which everyone's gonna think I have a garbage opinion for. Mega Man X 1 and 2 are pretty equal, but those are my favourites of that series. Battle Network 3 is my favourite BN, Star Force 3 is my favourite Star Force.
Mega Man Legends 3 is my favorite.
And Mega Man ZX is better than ZX Advent in every way, and I will fight you.
No, I agree. Like, I didn't like Advent, like, at all.
Yeah, I didn't like Advent all that much either.
Like, I'll give them credit for trying to innovate, though. Like, they really wanted to make it different from the first one.
Yeah, I like that the two characters had... They still weren't massively different, but they was more of a difference than... This one crawls a bit faster.
Wait, that was the difference between Venton and Ale?
Yeah, Ale crawled faster and Vent took slightly less knockback.
Wow.
Sorry, it was on.
Standard Capcom. The girl's faster.
ZX is the best 2D Mega Man game in general. It's hard to say. Technically, I could definitely say that. On a personal level, I think I prefer 03 and X2.
I like 03 because of the whole Cyber World thing. Like, having a battle connection like that was great. Didn't Vent swim faster too? Maybe.
No, I think Von swim faster.
Yes,
But
okay.
you might be right, but I don't think so.
Alright. Like, Gemini...
Color swaps in a better story. Well, yeah, Ale is much faster in the speed, well, much faster. Ale is basically the only choice in the speed run because her faster crawling speed makes the starting town way faster, and her further knockback allows for a sequence break.
Alright, in this game, only one of them has the HP.
Yeah, they changed it in Star Force 2, where you can damage both of them, but you can only damage the raid versions of Gemini. Which is the one with the health bar. If you hit the white one, it doesn't do anything, but it stuns them.
Fists? No. No. You will not hold hands in front of me just so you can attack me. No.
Sequence breaks in ZX. It's very, very minor. I mean, like, it skips, like, a room or two.
Well,
A few more rooms.
well, Rattata, they're technically entering the world through a wormhole, but they're entering the cyber world, so they gotta follow the rules.
Sequence break is probably not the correct term. I should have just said, like, skip.
Well, Time Path. All six games are on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Ow. Say all six. Mainline. All six mainline.
Well,
They're on Wii U.
like, I'm assuming he's not getting the like, he doesn't have a Japanese Wii U, so I'm not including 4.5.
Well, yeah, good point. BCC though. That's in everyone's, and surely you're not saying people shouldn't play BCC.
Oh, right. Right now, after we beat him, Geo felt betrayed. So
Yeah, Geo was like, see, I knew getting friends was a bad idea. I got one like betrayed, so he cuts rubber bands with every.
except for my 3 real ones, because we're important.
Except for the real ones.
The gangs all
Because we need
here.
those for the run.
The gangs all
Can it even be purchased anywhere? You can buy them on Wii U. Yeah, still.
Yeah,
You
like-
can also you can pick them up pretty relatively cheap for GBA games as well.
Well,
Pre-owned.
I think VN6 is still a little expensive compared to the rest of them.
BN6 is expensive, especially. I think Falzar is the more expensive one. But the rest are really cheap other than BN1. BN2 and BN3 you can usually get for about $10. BN4 even less.
What? Like, I actually run the Japanese version of 6, because, as we mentioned earlier, and for those who are new, Japanese version of these games just have too much bonus stuff that I like taking advantage of. And
I mean, I also run the Japanese version, but I don't use the extra stuff. Just use it because iToad has like 10 less text boxes.
It's worth it.
And it's the only version I got because. Oh no, actually, I have the English version of Bowser, but I only have the Japanese version of Gregor.
I have both, but one of my falsers, I have two falsers because it came in a lot, but one of them doesn't save properly. That makes me very sad.
And 3 and BN5 English versions faster though. I mean, BN3 does have the faster English version run.
Okay, what's happening now? Omegasys left Geo because he's tired of
BN2 JP is a lot faster because of Prison Glitch.
So like, Omegasys left Geo because he was tired of him sulking. So.
What game is this? Hey Midnight. This is Mega Man Star Force 1 on the Nintendo DS. Yeah. Everyone left Geo alone. And then Geo wanted to go help his mom at Times Square.
Because his mom was there, so he got concerned.
Yeah, the only person he still cares about. And now he's trying to follow the help signal that the devs remembered they included. They remembered this was a plot point, so put it back. You follow the help signal to the junkyard where Sonya, Harp, and Omegasys is fighting.
So there's a jammer in the real world somehow, which I don't understand how there's a jammer in the real world. This is the only real world jammer.
No, there's jammers in the, remember when you're hiding Luna in the cutscenes?
But wasn't he still on the Wave Road though?
There are ones in the Wave Road, but they're in the real world as well. That's why you tell Luna to stay, to hide in the classroom.
I like it's convenient he walked down and stayed right there.
It is the return of the pitching machine.
That Joe didn't want to share.
I'm gonna knock the guy over.
So
Is there another jammer who attacks Joe's friends? Yeah, there's a lot of jammers in the real world.
I forgot about
There's
that.
Triple jammer encounter.
See, this is the whole gang in their original form.
Versus Alien Mega Man 2, I see. Damn it, Midnight.
So yeah, basically it turns out that Omegasys actually had something on him that he stole, and that's why. Oh wait.
Yeah. So.
I scanned
Omegasys essentially stole the thing that activates Andromeda. Andromeda is something that eats planets.
Yummy.
That the FM King is in control of, Cepheus, I think it's called.
Yeah, Cepheus.
So that's why they came to Earth, because Omegasys fled Geo's, he ended up in Geo's transfer because he was following a signal or coordinates that he got from Geo's dad, almost said Lan again. So the FMians are here, and Omegasys has been trying to not give them the key, stop them from getting it. He succeeded until this cutscene, where they now have the key to Andromeda, because he got beaten up. He couldn't do much without Geo waveform thing, so.
Well, actually, Rattata, it costs more than that now. Actually, if you want to actually start using the toys, they cost more now. Like when I first got it, I think 6-7 years ago, the Bowchip Gate was $60, and that's including like a starter pack. Now they go for $120, if not more now.
They usually go for about, by themselves, they seem to tend to go for about 60 to 80. At least what I noticed. If you want a bunch of stuff with it, then it's $120.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot more expensive now. Like I have a pretty good collection, which I've run. Hold on. We go to Echo Ridge.
During this section, yeah, the post-game BF3 is amazing. Post-game of Star Force 2 is really amazing too. So the thing plot-wise that's going on is now that they have the Andromeda Key, you are basically going to try to have to confront Cepheus and Gemini, which basically involves going to the space station that Geo's father went missing on, but before you can do that, you need to save your friends from the hardest encounter in the game. When's the next Alpha Omega race? Probably never.
Yo, fact it's time for that run killer.
Yep. So in the normal run, this is the most difficult encounter. A lot of people lose runs here. Probably 50% of runs that get hit by, maybe not 50, 30 to 40. But we have a Japanese cheat on, so we'll be good.
Oh, wow. Do not clip that, please. Do not clip that.
Clip it.
He teleported right in front of me.
Yeah, at least you got a little cyclone. So this, for the person that was asking earlier, is the Star Force Big Bang. I just call it a counter.
Oh yeah, like right here, like after this battle is where what was mentioned earlier. Why can't Mega Man teleport? He does it here.
Thanks, High Spirits. Appreciated.
No.
Yeah. Geo can only teleport in cutscenes and short distances. Sonya, I think, is basically the only one that can do it long distance.
High school. Don't clip it. Ah, you know what? Maybe I should just say clip it next time, and no one will do it.
Oh no, they'll still clip it. If they don't, I will.
Whose side are you on, fat kid?
The consumer. How could I not be on the side of the consumer? I am a man of the people.
Yes, you are. Okay, like, basically we saved everybody, so we're getting our brother bands back, but Bud feels like he wants to be our brother too. Like, he wants to help out.
Zack is wary of being your brother, though. He doesn't want to be brothers with you yet.
Like, that's post-game.
Yeah, you can do a quest for Zack and then you become brothers in post-game.
But does it give you? Does it actually give you anything? No, like for his stats.
It gives you Mega, either Mega or Giga +1, and something else, HP.
That's it. Jeez.
Yeah.
Like everyone else gives you something better. Like,
yeah, Sonya gives you like
burst barrier
in the early parts of the game, which is like insanely powerful, and then Luna gives you nothing important, and then Bud gives you super armor.
Which like he gives it to you so late.
He gives it to you so late, but it's super armor. It's super armor.
Though technically, you get super armor from this thing at level 80, I think. Like you can't get super armor from this thing. It just takes so long.
Oh, the wave scanner. Okay. Yeah, with Bud's super armor.
Or all the
Thinking of first barrier and undershirt.
Yeah.
The zone is insane.
Or actually, technically, it's F burr. If you look at the English version, it's F burr, like F and FBRR. Like no space.
It must be cold.
Okay, now
That's
for
the worst joke I've ever made.
Oh, that's like you're funny. Like story-wise, we saved everybody, but now we have to find a way to get to where everyone is. No, Prof, there's no A. There's just BRR. There's no A in the English version. And it's actually U. It's U. It's US. UST. US. RT, I think. They're not level 100 because if I made them level 100, they would take too long to kill. Burn her accounts. Oh yeah, like story-wise, there's an old man who seems to know something. Like
If they take, you mentioned taking longer to kill though. Why don't you just do a level 1?
well, the problem is that the cards that they have is useful.
Yeah. Okay.
Like two of them
And
have
you
the
just
Giga
get
Chip.
through a lot of the game without leveling up at all. Then. Alright. That's something else to discuss. Not necessarily important to right now.
So we find out from this guy he wants a tea from Big Wave or something like that. Which
also die to them. Oh yeah. Prof makes a good point.
Alright, I actually didn't think about that.
Yeah, this old man sucks. I hate this old man. He pretends to be senile pretty much just so that you get him a drink. He won't tell you anything until you get him a drink, and the only person that gives you this drink is Ken Souther in the Big Wave, and to get the option to ask him for the drink, you need to go behind the counter, which involves pulsing in all the way.
Wait.
This is single player game, why does he get their online pass?
I went the wrong way, darn. It's cool, just give me a second. Me as an old man.
And you're a jerk. Just like the old man. So, this old man knows where the piece of the space station that fell down to Earth is, I think. Something like that.
That's
It's either that or the base. Not the exact.
the Boktai DS brothers. They give you, I think, something plus. I think it's like Mega Plus or something. I forgot what Prof said.
I think I remember now. There's like the base coordinates is hidden, and the only person that presumably knows the location is this old man. So you give this old man his dumb drink, and then he eventually tells you that it's somewhere in Anakin. So you go to Anakin, and then you find it in a cycle.
They get the same bonuses as Leo brothers, I think. So Buster +1. So if I have enough time, I want to show off the quick Boktai, scenario. Although I do not have time to link a Boktai game, unfortunately, as much as I would like to show that off too. Oh no, wait, wrong way. I gotta find the hidden message in the bottle. Which is inside the space station that's been here the whole time, but I have to turn it on. I forget what it was, Prof knows because he's a nerd. I'm actually surprised that fat kid doesn't know though.
Oh, I had my headphones off for a second.
Shame on
What
you.
am I supposed to know?
Nah, too late.
Oh, okay.
You have let...
Even better, I can act like I would know it.
You have let down the whole continent of Australia.
I'm not Australian.
But you could be. If you tried. If
It's
you
a different kind of Brit.
if you change your name to Oskid, it'll work.
The Lozzie kid.
Dude.
This is the place that contains the location. Don't worry, fat kid. Yuri was just telling you something.
Calling him Australian is an insult? Wow.
Wouldn't be
wrong.
the first time. I think he was talking about when I had my headphones.
I didn't say anything bad about you. I'm not prof. I'm not mean. Like, this is the only part in the game that you actually have to physically read. Like, you get an item from it that you actually have to physically read.
Yeah. Just
Like-
give Eurasia a free chances to actually get to the right menu.
I can't read the menus, and I forget.
Sorry, I'm just messing with you.
Like, I keep forgetting that email isn't its own thing in this game. It's in the items menu.
Why is there 4 sad boys on your screen? Hey, Gillian. I don't know, Bud doesn't look particularly happy either.
Yeah, he looks angry.
That's potentially 5.
Hey, Gyro Man. I'm putting Gyro Man on the top screen. Or maybe I should put... what was his name of the Robot Master in 9? The baseball one?
That was 10. Strike Man.
Strike Man, there you go.
Yeah, that's 10. How dare you insult Strike Man, isn't it?
Sorry.
Isn't Geo like 10 letting a 10-year-old get on a bus? Wait, why is that?
What?
That's pretty normal.
Yeah, that... What? And now for the other use of this, the best card in the game.
Especially in Japan.
Yeah, like in Japan, they use the trains, subways, and buses. Like public transit is like everywhere.
I mean, they do here as well, just less commonly.
Man, it is such a dreary day outside. Good thing I'm inside playing video games.
Public transit in my city is spooky. Well, it is in mine too, but it's okay. They'll be fine.
Oh.
Certain buildings.
Alright, well, we found the place to go to space, but we get ambushed. They were
Oh.
waiting for us.
They ambush you.
I'm a cool boy. No, that's not the right one! Why do I keep... Get out of here! I keep scanning the wrong card.
Yeah. In fairness, this doesn't take place in America. This takes place in Echo, a proud, well-known Japanese city.
Alright, alright, so... Nah, I was gonna turn into Pegasus, but I forgot that's a bad idea. I should not turn into Pegasus in this fight. There we go. You know what, I will. For the extra challenge. There we go. Magician's free! Oh no, his move is actually Pegasus Freeze. This is 5 charge, like, that took a while. Trying to be ironic.
No, never. We haven't been ironic this entire.
I'm gonna be ironic now. I'm gonna be Gemini with Gemini.
Losing time.
Yeah, I didn't get good hands at all.
We didn't explain some of the subtleties of the battle system just because it's not really important or used in the run, but for the record, the elements in this game, Aqua freezes when they're standing on an ice panel. Uh, wood doesn't cause any iframes. Breaking is does double damage when an enemy is frozen, like when you use Aqua on the ice panel, they freeze.
Yep.
And then if you use a breaking chip, that's double. Fire doesn't do much special. Does
It's
double
just
damage
fire.
on grass. Yeah, grass panels it does double damage and also does double damage against, wood element enemies as you'd expect.
How am I losing signal? They're literally 2 feet away. Come on, DS. Well, yeah, it's kind of obvious that breaking goes through shield. It's called breaking.
Yeah, brain goes for shield as well. Should have mentioned that.
Florida man?
Good old Florida man. The real American superhero.
Oh yeah, fun fact: we actually killed Gemini. Like he's dead.
Elect does double damage on ice?
No,
Yeah. No?
no, I'm pretty sure. No, I like those times to when they're in bubble, not on ice.
Right, you're right, then they're in bubble, no ice. I forgot about bubble.
Not every elixir paralyzes, but some of them do. Okay. Okay.
Elect damage obviously blows like the end. Obviously that does do double damage on ice though. Hence flash crushing. Who's the best Star Force 1 net Navi? Keyman.
Yes, because he has the key to my heart.
Nah, it's Aircon, man.
Yeah, he's literally he is the most useful. He gives you oxygen. He can warm you up and he can cool you down.
And he has a funny name.
Aircon man. Could you imagine if they make that into a Robot Master for Mega Man 12? Aircon man.
I mean, yeah, I could. They have sheep, man, so anything's possible.
Well, I was gonna reference Blast Man.
Oh yeah, Blast Man as well.
So now, we are all ready to go to space. We're all prepared.
Yeah, the only person that knows of our scheme is Boreal. Boreal has agreed to send him to space after much reluctance.
And he's dead right here, so I have to
Well,
go
there
back.
is an original battle network for mobile. Not necessarily in the same way you described, but there was Japanese only Legend of Network and Fandom of Network.
I forgot about those games.
They seem really good. They have good music and have really nice sprites.
Like they use something like the Soul Unison called Arm Change, which is like a discount Soul Unison. Like only your arm changes.
Aircon Man is already a Robot Master though.
From the Wonder Swan game? No one played that.
Oh, you mean... Sorry, when you said Wonder Swan, I thought you meant EXE. No, you're talking about,
The Mega Man
well,
4
Rock
time.
Band. Yeah, Rock Band and 4-Day Wonder Swan.
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
I was gonna run that game, but I got too annoyed with trying to record it, because, the game, because it's a Wonder Swan, it's one of those games that you begin flicking the Wonder Swan on the side.
Oops, I forgot.
So, recording that, especially back when I wanted to, and it didn't have like simple scene switching, was complete pain.
I gotta use Keyman for this door. Like,
Yeah, sorry, I should have told you that. I wasn't paying much attention.
no, that's my fault. Like my notes weren't all the way down. Fat Kid, what's my time?
Let me just go back and check on the stream. Not Keyman, that's open.
He's open, man? That's even worse.
I'm sure it's called Keyman. I assume he's joking, can't he see?
If he is open, man,
Yeah, it's key man.
Ah, probably.
Might be open man in Japanese.
Oh yeah, like
Your time is at 2:58:23.
50. Wow, I'm actually really behind. Oh yeah.
Okay, he is open man in Japanese.
No, that's open man. Difference.
Yeah, it's not about opening, it's about making puns. Oh, you pun, man.
Beckett, do you want to
I'm
explain
here
this
all
dungeon?
night. I'm here all night. Sorry, what did you say, Yogi?
Do you want to explain this dungeon?
Well, it doesn't exist in the run, but yes. So, the way this dungeon works is, at the end, there's a constellation puzzle. You need to explore the area, and in the middle, when you fly past it, there will be you'll be able to see parts of the constellation. And so you have to put together the constellation based on the bits that you see while, like, flying through the air. We already know the constellation, so we can just skip the entire area. So we just, like, run through 4 areas at once.
Alright, let's... Since I have good stuff, I'm gonna put Paralyze on everything.
Good question, Mid. Unfortunately, as much as people want me to be, I am not the creator of this one. You'll have to ask. I can't even think of any Bandai.
65 damage per hit.
Yeah, this is kind of hurt.
I'm actually a little... I'm going a little slower than I expected, but I will meet my 320 goal, thankfully. The dash panels do not whoosh. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I can see why they didn't. There's a lot of them. You'd be hearing a lot of whooshing.
I don't mind that. Oh, I went too far. Oh yeah, for this part, like there's all this... Oh wait, hold on, I gotta go to the door first. Let me know it's locked. Yeah, basically, this next part, there's this trash here that I gotta try and move. But apparently Gio's starting to run, like he's starting to feel his breath going low. So we gotta use Aircon Man.
Due to this being like an old space station that's 3 years old and no one has been on it, all the places are in disrepair, so the facilities aren't working.
So with Aircon Man, we got the oxygen going. So now I have the energy to move this trash.
That's not Aircon Man, that's Thermo Man. Isn't he called Aircon Man in the Japanese version, or Thermo Man in the localized version?
I call him Aircon Man because it sounds funny.
Aircon Man does sound funny.
Yes. Been waiting for this one.
So, this can be another annoying area, including in this run as well. If you get an encounter with a black hole, you can only kill those with a sword.
I hate those things,
Leave
man.
time.
Those things are so annoying. Those things are so
Yeah, you
annoying.
pretty much just have to keep trying to run from them, or they're a really lucky draw.
Really? I got an encounter right at...
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I ran away. I have so much HP, I was able to run away.
Well, it goes off base HP, so you just got lucky.
I've been buying every HP memory.
Yeah, but I think your base... Do you know the base HP run rate for this area?
Yeah, it's like 700 or something like that.
No, I think it's 900 or something.
Jeez.
But I might be wrong. I know Prop has the run rate somewhere. Yeah, Shadows, the sequel, Black Hole. Yeah, it's very similar to Shadows. A little more easy to
Taurus
dodge.
Flame!
Well, one of their attacks is a little more easy to dodge, another one of their attacks is undodgeable, but they won't use it as long as you're moving.
Oh yeah, fun fact. If, when you're fighting the admins, like when they're their real form, they actually use their Gigas. Like, you'll see it. You can actually, cut in with your own card. So you actually can counter it. It's not something you'd know, honestly. I found this out very recently.
And, well, if you don't have the right card to counter it, though, it's undodgeable.
Yeah.
So, you just get hit by it. like the only undodgeable attack in any of these games I can think of. Actually undodgeable anyway, without using a card, instead of just basically undodgeable because Rogue SX is the cheater.
And now
Frag search.
it's time to use a helicopter Navi in space.
Gotta fix some modules using our RC Navi. It mentioned before the first time when we were saving someone's ball, but you are forced to use the touchscreen to control these for absolutely no reason.
Because it's the DS. Like, touching is good.
Yeah, we have a perfectly serviceable D-pad to do that with, but we had to use some like yellow C buttons from the N64 on the touch.
Here we go. Next boss. Yeah, no lie, the touchscreen controls in this game aren't very good. Like, they're a little too precise for my taste.
The worst controls in the world, yeah.
No,
I mean, they purposely make it so it overshoots the thing. It's not that bad, but it's not pleasant to use for sure.
I do like that these constellations don't look anything like they do in game. Like, that's
At
not...
least in that way, it's accurate to real life constellation. It's all complete, like, nonsense.
Okay, this time I'm gonna scan the real card.
At least to an untrained eye. Okay, another Pegasus magic. He's about to have a really bad time. I didn't really explain it since it's self-explanatory, but this is the, you know, traditional Mega Man boss rush. Star Force take on it. Go through all these areas and fight some of the bosses through the game. Not all of them, some of the bosses that you fought.
Well, not Gemini because he's already dead.
Gemini, not Sonya.
Oh yeah, well, she's good. Like,
And obviously not the post-game one.
the funny thing, but Battle Network did not think about that until Battle Network 2. Battle Network 1 didn't have a boss rush. Which,
Oh, it had an area rush.
yeah, which I still thought that was a little weird. It feels weird not having a boss rush.
I think I got... Yeah, it does feel weird, but I think I get why. It's probably because it was easier to get everyone else to do things without the bosses there. Even then, they could have wrote it in, but I don't know. They released all of the Star Force games in the States, other than, unless you count Operate Shooting Star, which wasn't really a Star Force game, that was just Battle Network 1 again. They didn't release Star Force 3 in Europe, though.
Unfortunately.
And I will mention that any time, just so everyone's completely clear how much Europe gets shot.
Ah, jeez, dude. They're so tiny on a regular DS screen. Well, so Star Force used a completely different playstyle from platformer, so that's why it didn't appeal to everybody.
Yeah, they took the already really niche and pretty small fan base for a Battle Network, and then, I mean, did something different, like which after 6 games I can appreciate. But,
Alright.
yeah, they gimped the Star Force 2 EU version.
Alright, I powered up my,
I was at this part and I got to base. I think I might be, I think I might be thinking of a different game. Base is not in Star Force.
You're thinking of Rogue.
Even then, Rogue isn't in this game.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
That's what EU get for having the superior Star Force one. Midnight's right. We don't have sensors. We have the censored version. We don't have the main menu voice though, doesn't the US version have the main menu robot voice?
And they get to put on glasses. Ah, so yeah, sorry, Bonnie Pants. I already made it to the end. But you will make it in time for the quick, uh, Boktai scenario, which only literally takes like 10 minutes at the most. It's disappointing because Boktai gets the battle. Like they always switch it around with the games.
For some reason I thought Star Force 1 only had the voices in the pause menu. The robot voice.
Let me ask.
I mean, so like, you're at 309, so do it a bit fast, but that should be still within estimate or within a minute of estimate, so unless they point out no.
Ah,
Crazy.
Jew.
Could type that during the credits.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Well, I got Black Hole. There's nothing I can do here. Like I don't have. I took out all my sword cards already. Like I said, like I hate the fact when I was doing our test, I didn't get an encounter.
Yeah.
Now here we go for the final boss. $65 damage.
Yeah, this is Andromeda, not Infinity, it's normal Andromeda. Is the planet Eater that is being controlled by the essence Theseus. It was activated by the key Omegasis soul.
If I can check it out, it's Prof.
Oh, that's Prof.
Yeah, that's his icon. Come on. There you go.
This is a pretty difficult fight casually, and it's not like massively difficult, but it is a pretty big difficulty spike.
Yeah, like no joke. For a final boss, he's actually really tough.
I'd still say Lame Moo and stuff will do a lot.
Yeah.
Base isn't base coming soon. Again, base isn't in this game, so probably not. Who knows? Weirder things have happened.
Weirder things.
Yeah, we're just gonna decimate him because of the our rather unique build, and by that I mean the Japanese enhancement gameplay box.
Sorry, Prof. Like it ends here. That stupid nerd rival.
Stupid nerd rival dying too. That's one way of explaining Solo, I guess. He's
So-
in Star Force 3 as well.
Also, technically, my run is not over yet because I have to take the
Yeah,
walk
it's
of
not
shame.
time yet. You need to run back still.
And thankfully, I was given authorization to do the bot time. All right, time.
Obviously, that boss would have been a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Casually. But good job. That is time.
I went a little slower than I thought.
Yeah, your final time was 3:12:40.
312. Wow, that actually took a while. And now for the best end credits theme. Oh, and the fun part is I can speed up the credits.
Yep, this is the only Star Force game where you can speed up the credits.
And unfortunately, my on-air ended, so I lost connection to my brothers. Alright, but Prof is right though. I should level up my other games to level 100. And just have them kill me. Genius. If only you were more nice like that more often, Prof.
I wouldn't really. Harp Note is kind of the role equivalent, but I wouldn't really say that because they're pretty different. They're just like the only similarity is that it's like.
I don't mean skip. I mean, when I'm gonna speed up the credits, Prof.
A pink character. Yeah, Prof is right, but they don't take too long anyway.
Everyone thought this was two different runners. Like, that's why I hate Star Force 1. And their alternating screens. Like, I've tried having the bottom screen small.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, because that's the overworld, but the battle screen is big. But it just doesn't work because it alternates too much.
Overworld, you have even more overworld than battle, so it's just as important.
Yeah, so that's why I thought it was just better just having them, yeah. Fat Kid is that blue alien?
Yeah, this is Carp Run. I'm actually sitting on his lap. I take over during the fight scene.
Yes, please save so we can take care of that scenario. Alright, game's done. I'm just going to show off the exclusive scenario in the Japanese version. And I have a star showing that.
Unless
2006.
that's the problem. Unless that's the problem, of course.
No, I asked.
Okay.
Yeah, like that was the first thing I asked.
Yeah, no, the Star Force series is great. Don't expect the same thing as Battle Network. Expect something different, which after 6 games I did, and you'll probably be happy with it.
I'm sad.
Especially 3.
2006, Fat Kid.
2006.
2006, this game came out. I remember seeing the original, the original trailer for TGS for this game and being hyped.
I didn't play this series until I was like 16.
Oh wait, my alarm. Hold on. I just noticed it was ringing. Fat Kid, you should have told me.
I had like a second to tell you.
It was actually ringing for 5 minutes.
Well, I only just heard it.
Excuses. Okay, now to explain what I'm gonna do now, this is a scenario you can do in the game, in the Japanese version, anytime. Like, you don't need to connect anything for Boktai DS. You actually have to link. Well, I know you have to put in a special code to do it. In here, it's just they're just there. So I'm gonna find the first person. Apparently, he's been here the whole time. So in this game, it's just talk to people.
Did it come out in 06 in Japan and 08 in US? I'm pretty sure it came out in 06 in US as well. Definitely didn't come out in 08 in US. Might have been earlier, so.
Okay, there it is.
Not any time.
No?
You gotta beat Gemini Spark first, says Prof 9.
Oh, okay. Okay. Apparently he's here. This is Sabata, or in the English version, I forget his name, Lucian. So yeah, basically, we distracted him from landing the final hit, so it's our fault. So he says, "Hey, you messed up. You're gonna have to help me out." Oh, how am I supposed to help you out? Like, you gotta find my buddy with the solar gun, the only person who can kill him, and that's Django, as you guys would know. Well, You guys don't know. He has the power of the sun, which is the only thing that can kill the bad guys in the Black Tie series are vampires. So they can only be really destroyed by sunlight. So he says, go find my friend in a place where people gather. And the one place that people gather in this game is the mall. So he ran out of juice, so he's trying to recharge it.
One way of putting it. So, yeah, for those who don't know, the Boktai series is a series of 3 games on Game Boy Advance and a DS game called Lunar Nights.
See?
Or Boktai DS, or I think, whatever. Anyway,
See,
they're a series of games based on sunlight, created by Hideo Kojima. Right, haven't heard talking. And yeah, that's Boktai. They're pretty unique in that the Game Boy Advance games came with a solar sensor, so they had bigger cartridges.
Hold on. I don't want to get lost in this place. Okay, there we go. Oh no, wait. He's on. Yeah, I knew it. He's on the other way, bro. I gotta go around. No, he's on the farther away one. So yeah, he's right here where people gather. He's saying like, I want to help, but my battery's not charged yet. Like, just go on ahead. Like, I'll join you soon. So we gotta go. After talking to Django, we have to go back to Lucian and back him up. Unfortunately, they moved on. They moved on to the scrap area because the bad guys fire, and the scrap area is where garbage gets burned. So a lot of heat energy makes them stronger, etc.
Kojima did fairly little on Boktai.
I thought he's the guy who made Boktai.
I assume he's the one that came up with the original concept. I don't know.
He just told his team
Told
to
his
make
team
it.
to make it. Okay.
He still created it. That's still like he made it. Like if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a Boktai. Huh?
Kojima is the credited creator, so that's why I bring him up. I didn't know about his little.
This shovel was blocking me somehow. Oh yeah, this dead guy. Is Crown Thunder. Forgot about him. I'm not gonna fight him though, because I'm not talking.
The shovels have their own hitboxes for some reason. I guess it might have been necessary to make it move.
Okay. That was weird. I actually got blocked. Okay, so now, well, we gotta back up Lucian. So we're here to back him up.
So with the Boktai crossover stuff, I think the story goes, I don't know how true it is, but the original crossover in BN4 with Boktai was due to Kojima's son enjoying the Battle Network games and wanted to see Boktai characters in it.
I thought that was
very,
it.
very vague recollection. I don't know how true that is.
Nah,
I just remember reading that.
Prophet Mid said that's not the true story. Like I thought that
Okay.
too. Basically, Lucian said, "You strike first, and I'll to make an opening." He's too powerful now. So Mega Man and Lucian gets one-shotted, which is dumb.
How many times we gotta debunk this thing? Hey, that's why I said I don't know how true it is. I haven't heard of this debunk and I haven't looked into the thing.
Die, and Django saved the day with his shield, which is a new mechanic in the Boktai DS games. Like, sorry I'm late. Like, it took a while to charge. It's different here. So he said, let's team up. I will admit one thing though, the sprites that Capcom did are better than the ones Konami did. They literally drew their Lunar Knights sprites even better. The cool
Speaking of sprites and things, if no one has seen like the amazing art in the Game Boy Advance Oxide games, it's easily got some of the best art design I've ever seen.
And he's saying, all right, Mega Man, we gotta go, but maybe someday we'll meet again, which never happens. And there we go. That's the exclusive scenario that you which you can do in the Japanese version. Unfortunately, that's all we get. Boktai DS.
The Japanese version, so it's not surprising you wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, but Boktai DS got the actual like good scenario where you actually fight and you get Omegasis. All right, thank you for joining.
Andromeda is the final boss in this game.
Yep, and I beat him up.
Thanks for the story. I didn't know about that one.
All right, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm a big fan of this game. That's why I have a lot of the exclusive gear, because I really love Star Force and I love Mega Man in general. So I have a lot of exclusive stuff that maybe next time I'll run a different game with one of the other stuff I have. Thank you, Fat Kid, for joining me. This run couldn't have been as fun without you.